This is for all you multi-talented, multitasking, multi-everything people out there. Take it away.
Find your glory, write your story, fearless feet will carry you. Time you own it, take your moment, be a fire burning through. Hustling from night until morning, grinding it out, it won't be long. Feel your power, it's your hour, you inspire, you are strong.
Enjoy your Zoa. No applause? You're all fired.
Now that you've reached the stage in your life where quality television is important, Nubian TV is a black network that speaks to your lifestyle. Nubian TV is the world's first digital network devoted to the upscale and political lifestyles of black people. Nubian TV's programming includes politics, travel, fashion, food, automotive, arts and culture, civil rights, music, and more. Watch now on Amazon Fire TV, Roku, or watch globally at nubiantv.net. Nubian TV, it's what you want to watch.
Come with me if you want to live a more delicious life.
Oh, maybe we should get in the van.
In this world, we don't get to control much. The past, male pattern baldness.
Leggies.
Got one right now. The urge to pop that bubble wrap. But there is one thing we do get to choose every single day: what we eat. Welcome to the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousment. We have everything you want, didn't know you wanted, and some things you didn't know were possible. Because we believe if you're not having fun, you're not living free. So come on, let's live a little.
Hey, good morning, America. Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Money! Are you ready? They are ready. Covering the biggest events in the country right now.
There's a lot going on here.
It's always a good time. That's what the show's about.
That's good. Really good. Very good. Coming in hot. Jimmy coming in hot.
It's far from elementary.
Oh.
Good morning, America. I'm not going to try to strut like Michael or anything.
I have known George a long, long time.
Have you ever known him to dance?
Look at that face.
You don't just see it, you feel it.
I'm in.
I'm in. I'm in.
I'm in too.
I'll be there.
I am here and so happy.
I'm in.
I'm in too.
I'm in. That tells you something when Snoop Dogg's in. Michael, George, Lara, Ginger.
Caesar. Just look at him. Politician. General. Author. Ruler. Man. Legend has it, he's not only stared into the belly of the beast, he's had it for dinner. Here he's free to relax, or party, or relax, or party, or relax, and party. His is a world of opulence, excess, and the occasional impulse buy. Not one to rest on his laurels, he's famous for ushering in a new age of entertainment. So, for anyone seeking a place where the sun never sets on a good time, all this awaits.
I am Caesar, and I approve this palace.
Well, what up, though? How y'all feeling? Everybody good out there today? How y'all feeling? You ain't that with Nick Cannon yesterday? My voice is sounding good. That is good to hear. Hanging out with Nick Cannon yesterday and Melody Cherie Rogers or Melody Cherie Lee, if you roll that way, at a pre-TikTok party 2 hours before, 2 hours and 30 minutes before the TikTok live. And, you know, I dropped, if you were there, because Aries Girl Podcast and also Erica Fleming were there, I dropped that tea. And I said, you know what? I'm going to send this over to Melody Cherie Rogers or Melody Cherie Lee and Michelle. Then I woke up this morning and Michelle said, you mentioned in her story. I'm like, what? She mentioned me in her Instagram story. So then I made a video this morning. And as of right now, y'all, it's at 6,201 views and 1,000 likes and 152 comments. Oh, child, we about to get into some things. Hey, Captain Vince, El Capitan, good to see you kicking it with Courtney. Everybody, higher is waiting, low is available. But either way, we are live on tour. Let me take down that iconic intro there. You see the virtual tour background. Yes, you do. You hear the virtual tour music. Yes, you do. And then there is me. What's good, everybody? I had to wear the Razorback shirt because I'm feeling like a Razorback today. Came through, handled some ish, and had to just show y'all who the hell I was, what it is. All right, y'all. So we're going to watch the video here. Now, this is my content, okay? Now, listen, to all the content creators, y'all are free to share it. Y'all are free to talk about it. Y'all are free to do whatever y'all want to with good intention with the content. All I ask is put some respect on my name and say Braylon Lee dropped this one, okay? Because it did come from anybody else, okay? And here's the thing, I'll talk with you, talk with your girl. I said this. Well, she said this, rather. We're all Team Melody, right? So if you're Team Melody and you don't like me, you don't have nothing to you, move that aside and be about Team Melody, because this piece of critical intel can help her get to her full custody of her kids. And if you don't cover it, that says more about you, that you ain't a real content creator. Because guess what? If it was y'all who gave this out, guess who the first one would be propping y'all up, making it up and stuck and letting everybody know about and invested. This brother right here. So with that being said, let's do what we do, okay? Listen. You know, when I was playing that video, listen, when I was playing that video, that Caesar's video, every time he says, you know, not one to rest on his laurels, rather, he's famous for ushering in a new age of entertainment. I'm like, child, that statement lives true today. Do you hear me, child? Do you hear me? Do you hear me? Hang on one second, y'all. Let me get that off and click off some ignorance. All right, y'all. Up, last piece of it right there. Okay, here it is. Here we go, everybody. Let's roll. Oh man, come through, drip, drip. That part. Thank you, Pat Dyer 64. I appreciate y'all. Don't worry, we got 3 with the T tonight at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. So we got that for me recapping Melody's TikTok live. Child, I appreciate y'all for believing I did a good job, child. Let me tell you something. I'm the only mod over there. It's me, night management, and there's one other young lady, but I was the only one in there with my badge. And listen, whoop 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 whoop, Bray. Only for today. You know what? I'll take it. I'll take what I can get. Because man, let me tell you something. And to daughter of Israel, I am so sorry, beautiful. Because I didn't know how to unblock, because Captain Venus was looking out for you, and I was trying to figure that out by did some research while we were live and figured that out. But I let Melody know what was going on, and then I happened to accidentally block Mariah Holt. And it was only because I was trying to respond to her. Because here's the thing, on TikTok, on your laptop, it doesn't give you an option to undo it. You know what I mean? Until I found that option. So please know, I was commenting with Mariah Holt. I was commenting with all of y'all that I could. And child, listen, sometimes that chat's flying so fast where I might block you on accident. But please believe and know, it is never intentional. Okay? Now, if you acting a fucking fool, I don't care how the fuck you recover. So it is what it is. All right, y'all, here we go. Up the staircase. We went through this. Look, we found the people that have vibe. We got in our car, traveled over a bridge, went through the city. Now we're going up the staircase to see what's at the top. Hey, what up, though? How y'all faring? My good, your man, your friend and family member, Brandon Lee here. Hopefully all is well with all of you. Everything on this channel is alleged, in my opinion, for entertainment purposes only. Once again, everything on this channel is alleged, in my opinion, for entertainment purposes only. Once again, everything on this channel is alleged, in my opinion, for entertainment purposes only. So listen. First of all, I enjoyed yesterday's TikTok live. Child, 8 hours. 8 hours, but Nick Cannon did his thing. It was a great energy. I look forward to seeing Melody Cherie Rogers or Melody Cherie Lee, if you roll that way, I'm about rollingout.com, but on Wildin' Out. Very, very excited about that. But listen, so before I was doing my modding job in TikTok, and listen, I hope I did a good job, child. Man, I got a feeling that those TikTok lives gonna be a regular thing once a month. But listen though, so when I went live for the pre-TikTok party, we hanged out, myself, Erica Fleming, and also Aries Girl Podcast. By the way, shout out to those two for coming through. We hanged out. It was supposed to be from 1 p.m. to 2:30, but then we just did all the way up to the time start going. I found this particular hey Tay, welcome in. Thank you so much. Shout out to TikTok with your girl. Like, comment, share, subscribe here as well. We'll listen to it because I think. Hey, my thoughts. Good to see you. I think that this is some tea that we all. Everybody, listen up. So let me do what I do. Here we go.
This hurts my heart to deliver this news. I'm not trying to put us on the spot. I'm not. I just know that this is something that we do a little bit more often than the men. Brace yourself, clutch your pearls, grab a tissue for the tears. It is now illegal to go through your husband's phone. And this is for every ear that can hear me. This is not just a Texas issue. This is also a federal crime. The Federal Wiretap Act states it is unlawful to intercept any wire, oral, or electronic communication. It is also unlawful to disclose the contents of the wire, oral, or electronic communication. Y'all know what's considered electronic communication? Text messages, emails, DMs. And it doesn't matter if you're in the community property state saying that the phone is community property, will not work. Even if your husband willingly gave you his password, it still will not work. The courts feel that even if he did give you the password, you went beyond the scope of what he thought you would reasonably be doing with his phone, such as taking screenshots of a text message that you would eventually use against him in court. I was in court waiting on my turn, watching another hearing before me. It was a divorce case, and the wife was on the stand talking about adultery. Her attorney then started the process of admitting text messages into evidence that showed the husband was talking to this woman, and it was very inappropriate. The text messages 100% proved husband was cheating. There was photos, there was conversations about the other night. All of a sudden, husband lawyer jumps up and says, Your Honor, I think you need to admonish the witness about her Fifth Amendment right to self-incrimination because she's about to tell on herself and admit to a crime. Then he turns ever so slightly and says, I think you might want to tell her lawyer as well because they'll both be in jail together. Judge then proceeds to tell her that how she came about getting those text messages out of her husband's phone is potentially a violation of the Texas Wiretap Act and the Federal Wiretap Act. He looks up at her lawyer and says, Counsel, the fact that you're in possession of unlawful potential wiretap material incriminates you as well. And the judge did a quick recess so everyone could go consult with criminal law attorneys. Somehow you made it to the end of this video without choking. If you are still with us, here's a bonus. Here's an honorable mention. It is also now illegal for you to have air tags on your children if you're in the middle of a custody case. Let me know in the comments which one of these 5 laws had you almost throw your phone on the floor, and I'll see you in the next one.
So, listen, information is very powerful.
It really is.
To Lauren,
it really is, Braylon. Absolutely.
REN_THELAWYER, Lauren _ the lawyer on TikTok. Now, I'm putting this information out here because of Hotel Holiday Inn Hope. By the way, Holiday is a way better brand than Hotel Hope could ever be. But yeah, I wanted to bring that to y'all because I thought that was very important. You can't air tag your kids and track them while you're in a custody case. Also, too, that is audio, visual, and DM communications. So if you wiretap your partner's phone, it's now illegal under federal law, and that could make you go to jail. Now, I'm not saying he got a trial or nothing coming.
Nope, not like that.
I'm saying that this can be applied in Alabama. I'm certainly not saying that he gave some information to Toss Away K. That all the haters paid $12.99, and guess what? Even if you didn't pay $12.99, you still paid your damn time to hear what was going on.
Braylon, I'm with you, and you're right.
It's currency too. You dumb ucks. Anyway,
and they are dumb ucks. I agree, Braylon. I agree. One more time for the people in the back of the show.
This hurts my heart to deliver this news. I'm not trying to put us on the spot. I'm not. I just know that this is something that we do a little bit more often than the men. Brace yourself, clutch your pearls, grab a tissue for the tears. It is now illegal to go through your husband's phone. And this is for every ear that can hear me. This is not just a Texas issue. This is also a federal crime. The Federal Wiretap Act states it is unlawful to intercept any wire, oral, or electronic communication.
That's what I meant to say. Wire, or electronic communication. Wire, oral, electronic.
Well, listen.
Wire, oral.
Not everybody is a dumb up.
It is also unlawful to disclose the contents of the wire, oral.
Let me pause it. Not everybody is a dumb uck. I mean, the other side are dumb ucks for always believing that they are right all the damn time. Okay, so let's get that straight. Okay. All right, back to this. Okay, I'm gonna rewind. I'm gonna flip it, reverse it, rewind it just a little bit. Let's go.
To go through your husband's phone. And this is for every ear that can hear me. This is not just a Texas issue. This is also a federal crime. The Federal Wiretap Act states it is unlawful to intercept any wire, oral, or electronic communication.
That's what I meant to say. Wire, oral, electronic communication. Wire, oral, electronic. Wire, oral, or electronic communication. Let's keep going.
It is also unlawful to disclose the contents of the wire, oral, or electronic communication.
Illegal to disclose the contents of the wire, oral, or electronic communication as well. Yes.
Y'all know what's considered electronic communication? Text messages. Emails. DMs. And it doesn't matter if you're in the community property state, saying that the phone is community property will not work. Even if you're
even if you say that we were husband and wife as a community property state where I have access, no.
Husband willingly gave you his password, it still would not work. The courts feel that even if he did give you the password, you went beyond the scope of what he thought you would reasonably be doing with his phone.
Now, who asked for passwords to Melody's social media accounts?
I'll wait.
I'm just saying.
I'll wait for some answers. I really will. I got none but
just saying. Who pulled up on her on a date of hers? Who went on Toss Away K to drag her just to be flamed the uck out? Who negotiated his children's pain so he can have control? who said, God allowed me to have an outside child. And here's the thing,
Can you not
right?
answer those for me?
I'm really getting tired of people saying, well, if you think I support, domestic violence, or if you think I support cheating, if you think I support this, that, and the third, get miss me with that goofy ass ish. Well, sweetie, if what people are saying ain't true about you, don't respond. But since you responded, it must be true to some damn degree. See, this is the problem. Just because you have an opinion doesn't mean people don't get to talk about your opinion. You a public figure. So if you can't handle having your own channel,
we'll get to that.
If you can't handle having your own nation, if you can't handle being in existence of other people having an opinion, move the uck on. Damn, let's keep going.
Woo, Braylon coming in.
Screenshots of a text message that you would eventually use against him in court.
Oh, taking screenshots of a text message that you would use against them in court. Let's keep going.
I was in court waiting on my turn, watching another hearing before me. It was a divorce case, and the wife was on the stand talking about adultery. Her attorney then started the process of admitting text messages into evidence that showed the husband was talking to this woman, and it was very inappropriate.
So entering text messages that proved that the husband was cheating into court. It was very inappropriate. Let's keep going.
The text messages 100% proved husband was cheating. There was photos.
100% proven that the husband was cheating. There were photos.
There was conversations about the other night.
Conversations about the other night.
So the husband lawyer jumps up and says, Your Honor, I think you need to admonish the witness about her Fifth Amendment right to self-incrimination because she's about to tell on herself and admit to a crime.
So that's probably a tactic that Hotel will probably have his attorney use against Melody.
And he turns ever so slightly and says, I think you might want to tell her lawyer as well because they'll both be in jail together. Judge then proceeds to tell her that how she came about getting those text messages out of her husband's phone is potentially a violation of the Texas Wiretap Act and the Federal Wiretap Act.
So the judge was thinking he was smart. But wait for it.
He looks up at her lawyer and says, Counsel, the fact that you're in possession of a lawful potential wiretap material incriminates you as well. And
so told the judge, no, boo-boo, honey child, you are also now in possession of that same material.
The judge did a quick recess so everyone could go consult with criminal law attorneys. Somehow you made it to the end of this video without choking. If you are still with us, here's a bonus. Here's an honorable mention. It is also now illegal for you to have air tags on your children if you're in the middle of a custody case.
So basically you cannot have those Apple AirTags to track your kids' movement and use that against your ex-wife in court. And I'm assuming that goes for Android AirTags too. So
let me know in the comments which one of these 5 laws had you almost throw your phone on the floor, and I'll see you in the next one.
Now listen, y'all can do what y'all want to do, but like I said, I really am getting tired of the other side thinking that they can just say what they want to and not have anybody call their ass out on shit when, guess what? People have the right to disagree with you. Because here's my thing. If y'all this disagreeable in virtual reality, I can only imagine how much of a headache you are in reality.
Jesus. Woo! Man.
Hey, y'all, listen. If you don't believe me, I'm a post the link to this post from its on site in the description box. Okay? So that way you guys can go see it for yourself. Mm-hmm. And then guess what? You guys are going to do the research, and then you guys are going to come out on your channels and be like, oh, well, damn, that's actual factual information. Well, shit, I don't want to say that Braylon is right and I'm wrong, because see, here's the thing. Admitting that you're wrong would mean that you're humble. That would mean that you're open-minded. That means that you understand that sometimes in life, we need to be still before we cause movement. But because your ego,
being still before causing
stature, because your status is too much for you to lose by just admitting that you're wrong, you're just going to be a dumbass, Mitch or Itch. on YouTube, well, on social media, well, all around the world. Yeah.
Oh,
So
my,
anyway,
Braylon.
that is what I got for y'all. By the way. Shout out to Dawn Michelle. I should start with that, but yes, Dawn Michelle posted that in her stories because listen, one thing and known, two things for sure, this is far from over. I've told y'all many times that deal or no deal analogy. 6 cases was marrying her. 5 cases was cheating on her. 4 cases were the divorce. 3 cases were the behavior after the divorce. 2 cases is what he's been doing since the divorce. He's been doing just to get back at Melody.
I feel you.
Now we're at
I
1
feel you,
case at a time
I feel
where
you.
he's doing anything and everything to drag her down.
And I agree with
the
you.
$1 million case.
Before the context.
You got to eliminate
On every
1 case at a time. But
question.
once you get to that final case, the gag is it can have $1 million or a penny. So some of y'all on the other side and some of the other people that are supporting wrong, tragedy, and bullshit that you will never support in your actual factual life.
Come on.
Y'all looking real dumb, stupid, and you're looking like you need to be mentally handled disrespectfully. I mean that wholeheartedly from the depths of my soul.
Not handled mentally.
In my mind. So, with that being said, I will see y'all soon. One love, much love, all love. This has been another edition of Brain Lee's Virtual Tour Pit Stop. I know it's been a long time since I've done one of these, but listen, I just thought y'all should know that information. So, thank you, Dawn Michelle, for posting it. And listen, everybody else, share Dawn Michelle's post in your story so that way it can be trending. So, and like I said, if you are going to share Dawn Michelle's story, just mention the name Braylon Lee, because she did put in her Instagram post. One love, much love, all love. Bye, yeah, 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 bye, yeah, 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 yeah,
man,
yeah, 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 bye, yeah, 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 bye, yeah, 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 yeah,
man,
yeah, yeah, bye, yeah, 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 bye, everybody. And there goes those legendary fireworks, everybody. So what did y'all think about what I dropped as I was conversing with myself? What did you guys think of the video? You know, on a scale of 1 to 10, what's your take on my commentary? And also, too, do you believe that this video that dropped is a resource or hindrance? But then again, if it's factual, actual, smactual, and it's a federal crime, then I guess it's got to be a resource, right? And not a hindrance. And so just to show y'all here, because you know somebody be like, well, that's not true. There it is. That's Dawn Michelle's profile right there. Let me click that there. Oh, that's Dawn Michelle right there. If I click that, that's Nick Cannon there. And then, oh, let me pause it. Oh, it says right there. And who was that? Right there. Oh my God, shocking. Shocking, factual, actual, smactual information. Wow. I know. Another time Braylon coming through, drinking his water, minding his black-owned business, just going on tour, and not ever being dragged for shit. Because he's about his shit. Shocking, I know. It's been illegal since 1986. He has nowhere to run this time. The Alabama courts will do the right thing, or else the federal courts will. And that part. So that was Dawn Michelle who posted it to her story there, you know. So yeah, and speaking of that reel, let's watch that. Let me refresh this. So that way everybody can hear it, just in case, oh, that's not real. Here it is here, guys. I just, you know.
This hurts my heart to deliver this news. I'm not trying to put us on the spot. I'm not. I just know that this is something that we do a little bit more often than the men. Brace yourself, clutch your pearls, grab a tissue for the tears. It is now illegal to go through your husband's phone. And this is for every ear that can hear me. This is not just a Texas issue. This is also a federal crime. The Federal Wiretap Act states it is unlawful to intercept any wire, oral, or electronic communication. It is also unlawful to disclose the contents of the wire, oral, or electronic communication. Y'all know what's considered electronic communication? Text messages, emails, DMs, and it doesn't matter if you're in a community property state. Saying that the phone is community property will not work. Even if your husband willingly gave you his password, it still would not work. The courts feel that even if he did give you the password, you went beyond the scope of what he thought you would reasonably be doing with his phone, such as taking screenshots of a text message that you would eventually use against him in court. I was in court waiting on my turn, watching another hearing before me. It was a divorce case, and the wife was on the stand talking about adultery. Her attorney then started the process of admitting text messages into evidence that showed the husband was talking to this woman, and it was very inappropriate. The text messages 100% proved husband was cheating. There was photos, there was conversations about the other night. All of a sudden, husband lawyer jumps up and says, Your Honor, I think you need to admonish the witness about her Fifth Amendment right to self-incrimination because she's about to tell on herself and admit to a crime. Then he turns ever so slightly and says, I think you might want to tell her lawyer as well because they'll both be in jail together. Judge then proceeds to tell her that how she came about getting those text messages out of her husband's phone is potentially a violation of the Texas Wiretap Act and the Federal Wiretap Act. He looks up at her lawyer and says, Counsel, the fact that you're in possession of unlawful potential wiretap material incriminates you as well. And the judge did a quick recess so everyone could go consult with criminal law attorneys. Somehow you made it to the end of this video without choking. If you are still with us, here's a bonus. Here's an honorable mention. It is also now illegal for you to have air tags on your children if you're in the middle of a custody case. Let me know in the comments which one of these 5 laws had you almost throw your phone on the floor, and I'll see you in the next one.
So you're probably wondering, why am I showcasing you all this? So just in case you are out on the YouTube streets and they want to say it's a lie, no, boo-boo. Braylon dropped all his receipts. And here's where the original video came from.
She doesn't even know who her baby daddy is. So said that is the only way you can get out of being a presumed federal crime.
Okay, hang on, let me go back.
Tissue for the tears. It is now illegal.
There we go.
Over this news. Not
Okay, hang on, let me go back because this is her actual Instagram, her actual TikTok page, right, where it happened. So here it is. Here we go.
DNA test is not enough. Now, I know that just blew y'all hairline back, so go ahead, catch your breath, take a sip. Coming in at number 1, and ladies, this hurts my heart to deliver this news. I'm not trying to put us on the spot. I'm not. I just know that this is something that we do a little bit more often than the men. Brace yourself, clutch your pearls, grab a tissue for the tears. It is now illegal to go through your husband's phone.
Thank
And
you,
this
Pat.
is for every
Thank you,
ear
too.
that can hear me. This is not just a Texas issue. This is also a federal crime. The Federal Wiretap Act states it is unlawful to intercept any wire, oral, or electronic communication. It is also unlawful to disclose the contents of the wire, oral, or electronic communication. Y'all know what's considered electronic communication? Text messages, emails, DMs, and it doesn't matter if you're in a community property state. Saying that the phone is community property will not work. Even if
Oh yeah, that was for the last law. That was for the last law. She did 5 laws.
That even if he did give you the password, you went beyond the scope of what he thought you would reasonably be doing with his phone, such as taking screenshots of a text message that you would eventually use against him in court. I was in court waiting on my turn, watching another hearing before me. It was a divorce case, and the wife was on the stand talking about adultery. Her attorney then started the process of admitting text messages into evidence that showed the husband was talking to this woman, and it was very inappropriate. The text messages 100% proved husband was cheating. There was photos, there was conversations about the other night. All of a sudden, husband lawyer jumps up and says, Your Honor, I think you need to admonish the witness about her Fifth Amendment right to self-incrimination because she's about to tell on herself and admit to a crime. Then he turns ever so slightly and says, I think you might want to tell her lawyer as well because they'll both be in jail together. Judge then proceeds to tell her that how she came about getting those text messages out of her husband's phone is potentially a violation of the Texas Wiretap Act and the Federal Wiretap Act. He looks up at her lawyer and says, Counsel, the fact that you're in possession of unlawful potential wiretap material incriminates you as well. And the judge did a quick recess so everyone could go consult with criminal law attorneys. Somehow you made it to the end of this video without choking. If you are still with us, here's a bonus. Here's an honorable mention. It is also now illegal for you to have air tags on your children if you're in the middle of a custody case. Let me know in the comments which one of these 5 laws had you almost throw your phone on the floor, and I'll see you in the next one. If you think you was
So that was started at, hang on.
out as the legal father. If you don't know who the child's father is, too bad. So sad. That is the only way you can get out of being a presumed father. A DNA test is not enough. Now I know that just blew.
Okay, so that was at 5:27. I'm writing that time down because I'm gonna add that also to the description box. Yes. Yeah. Yes. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. I know. Factual information, guys. I know it's so shocking. And here's her actual TikTok here. 179 following, 713,600 followers, and 7.5 million likes. And she's been doing this thing, and then here's her here. And oh, look at that, 5-star reviews. Shocking. I know. Factual information, guys. Once again, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to tell y'all. And then here's Miles Mesa Family Law Group here. Right here. This is talking about Divorce and Electronic Communications Privacy Act. And right here, recording your spouse's private conversations can violate the Electronic Communications Privacy Act, the ECPA. That's federal law. Violating the ECPA can result in substantial criminal penalties, injunctions, and civil damages. Then here's this here too. Right here, intercepts, uses, or disclose any wire or oral communication, electronic, wire, or oral communication by any use of electronic, mechanical, or other device, or without authority accessing a wire or electronic communication while in storage. A distinction is made between the interception of electronic communications and mere access communications that are in storage. Congress intends to provide stiffer penalties for interception rather than excessive communications in storage. Y'all good? Y'all good on the other side? All this is factual information. I know it's hard for some of y'all brain cells to form a brain because I don't think God loved y'all enough, because some of y'all need to be under a recall, never formed out of your mother's womb. Oh, I'm sorry. But listen, me saying that, listen, that's probably not the first time that you heard that you've been a headache to somebody in your life. I bet you were a bastard child that did too damn much and got checked all the time, and because you never grew up out of that, took responsibility, now you're a broken individual. Not my problem. I'm not your solution to fix yourself either. So, hi everybody, welcome in. Glad to have y'all here. Oh my Lord Jesus, man. It's funny. I think this one video did more than a part one of a documentary that came out 3 days ago with 1,300 views. And I was looking at something. Because I just wanted to see something. Here. I wanted to see something. Because somebody said that, Power Book 2, Ghosts on Stars wasn't worth it. I just want to see some factual information here. Oh, look at that, 4.6, 7.5 out of 10. And then this article here says, sets all-time viewer record for Starz series. The show's final season is averaging more than 10 million viewers across all platforms. The final season of Power Book 2 Ghost will go down as the most watched show ever on Starz. The drama, which is heading towards its series finale October 4th, is averaging 10.5 million viewers across all platforms. But yet it wasn't worth watching? I'm kind of a little shocked. Now, if I go here, give me a moment, y'all, because I really do love using, public information. I really do. I think it's, information is a great equalizer, right? I just want to see something. I just want to see something real quick here. And I'm not trying to be rude, y'all. I genuinely want to see something.
I genuinely want to see something. Let me see something here. Let me see something. So 10.5 million compared to 77,906 views. So let's do some math. Let's do some damn math real quick. I just want to see some, because to say that it wasn't worth watching, but yet it was the most watched series in Star's history, I think that's a difference of 10,422,094 views. Now listen, before y'all say, Braylon, you're not playing fair. What? I'm not the one who said that, it wasn't worth watching. Obviously, 10,500,000 people watched it. And see, that's the thing. If ignorance can have an audience, intelligence can have an audience too. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Now, as we continue on with some actual information and stuff, let me see something here. Okay, cool. So that's that there. And then let me see something here. I just want to see something real quick. Just want to see something real quick. Just factual information, right? Just want to see something real quick here. Just want to see something. Okay, let me do that. 6790 minus. I love our show. I really, really do. It's great. I think that is a difference of 5,475 views. So 6,790 views the first day it dropped compared to a part one of a documentary that came out 3 days ago with 1,315 views. That's a difference of 5,475 views. Maybe next time, before you bring up anything that you think is not relevant to the people, maybe you should look at the numbers before opening up your mouth. Because let me tell you something. Just because it's art doesn't mean anybody thinks it is, because there was this. Because if we all remember this, this was also art too. Just because it's art doesn't mean it's not still stupid. Okay. All right. Well, everybody, glad to have y'all here. Hey, BB, welcome in. Hello. Is that Shaw from France? Oui. Hello. Good to see you here. Purple Queen. Hello. Let's see. My thought says, I guess this one has the eyes. This has me scared. Have me pooped out some ish on this one. MH and AC, you can run, but you can't hide. Enchante, Agel. There we go. I think she was saying hello to Chazelle. Hello, Purple Queen there. Hello, VB. Welcome in. I just, this is all factual information. I just want to make sure that we are very clear that you can't run from facts. You can't do that. That's just like Inner Alchemist. When everybody says that I was a flip-flop in the comment section and stuff, and I apologize to that one subscriber. And I did that because it was the right thing to do, not save my ass. And I proved how that person hasn't been around as long as I have. I point out the inconsistencies and made a loop-de-loop and pull and made the truth like tying shoes looking cool. Been out here. Because the gag is, the person who found out how long Maurice is going to stay in jail, that was me. The person that had the stormy part in the pasture tea, that was me. And the person who did this story was me. Been out here the whole time. But listen, just because I'm not the biggest messenger doesn't mean I'm not being seen. And like I said, if you're Team Melody, forget I'm the messenger. Utilize this so we can get Melody to where she wants to be, because that should be the goal of everybody. And if you don't cover it, you don't. That's your complete right. But it goes to show you ain't about your shit. Because a real person that's about their shit will cover the content. So, bonjour. All things wrong will eventually catch up to you. That part. I'm going to drop the link. I'm still give y'all a full hour before I turn off my camera, though. But I'll drop the link if y'all want to come up. I know y'all got something to say on this one. Yes, indeed. Oh, man. Factual information comes in clutch every time. My Lord Jesus. By the way, we do have a 3 with the T for y'all tonight at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It should be a good time. Myself, Sassy G from the AO3, and Lil Paulette and the gang. We will all be right here. Actually, we'll be on all of our channels. My channel, Sassy G from the AO3's channel, Lil Paulette and the gang's channel, and also our 3 with the T YouTube channel as well. So, yes, indeed, we're just chilling. Glad to have all you here. Facts do matter. Facts do matter. And like I said before, if what I'm saying ain't true, don't respond to me. But I will say this, though. I will say this. I understand what it is to want to do your own thing, be how you want to be, and, execute the life that you want. But you do realize heavy is at where's the crown. Because if you want your money to be long, if you want your legacy to be as big as you believe you are, and you want people to invest in you, where your inadequacies, you know what I mean, the broken places, the negative traits, whatever you're lacking in, basically. If you want somebody to give you super on your natural, you cannot say, I want some D, this, that, and the third. Because guess what? The real money is at conferences. The real money is at galas. The real money is knowing organizations. So you could say, I want some D, da, 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 da. But guess what? After the D, you might get something that you can't get rid of either. Ooh, Lord Jesus. Sometimes God will show you how blessed you are. And I am so grateful that choice of a woman is married. And I pray for the kids. Because, listen, kids deserve to have a bad example so that way they know what not to be. I mean, really. To say that, I want to hang out with the people that, have been drunk for 4 days and they go to the reunion. You do realize there's morality clauses in contracts, right? You saw Karen Huger, right, with her DUI. Even though she's on Bravo, she still got to go through what she goes through. Because at that point, each platform requires a different energy. And when you're at a different level, things are bigger than you. There's more soul ties here that you are responsible for. But, as a man or woman, think of so is he. But hey, what do I know though, right? And you know what? Honestly, tell you the truth, when it comes to having to follow so many rules, guess what? You got to follow rules on your job, right? In order to keep your job. You got to follow the rules in your marriage to keep your man, right? You give your kids rules to follow. So the fact that you said that I don't want all these rules just to sit next to somebody, here's the gag. Heifer, nobody has to sit next to you either. Shocking, I know. Always freak out over that. Well, guess what? You don't have to know me. Guess what? I don't have to know you either. Like, what is that? A power move for you? What is that?
Now listen, just because somebody goes to a conference doesn't mean they don't know how to get down. They're about their purpose so they can be able to do what they want to do. Oh my Lord. You know what? Oh my Lord. It is what it is, child. It is what it is. It is what it is. You know, let me go to that Queen Sheba clip, because I think that Queen Sheba clip can apply to what's happening here. Give me a moment, y'all. Let me see something. Oh, here it is. Here, let me put this up. And I wanna watch this because I said what I said. I said what I meant what I said, rather, for a good reason. So let's watch this real quick.
Biases. You just need to go to where you're accepted. But I think they use that to lure people in. And then people are attacked when they have a different opinion, or they say that there's drama that comes from both sides. There's a difference between offering criticism and being disrespectful. I think the way that Mel is treated is disgusting. And I also think now, too, the way Sunny is being treated is disgusting. You don't have to agree with how her marriage started, but at the end of the day, that's a wife. And for people to, be coming at their abilities to have kids and things of that nature, it's just going just way, way, way too far. So I think, again, I respect you because you came on and you said, look, I'm on Mel's side. That this don't get it confused. This is where I stand. I will allow you to come up here and share your opinion and not be disrespectful of you. But let's be clear. This is where I stand so that people can make an informed decision.
This caller did an excellent job
of who they want to support and who they don't want to support. I think that's just kind of how we all need to move, just being more aware of situations that we allow ourselves to get involved in and go down, dirty in the mud. And to Anthony, I pray that God extends grace to him, grace and mercy to him, for a person to be this invested into a show or into people's lives. There's definitely some talent there, but it's being geared in the wrong direction. And I pray that God orders.
Are you there, JC? Did JC go out?
God said.
JC, like that.
Not God said, child.
JC?
I'm here. I don't know if you can still.
Can you say your last sentence? We want you to end on a high note.
Okay, I just pray that God orders his steps and gives him the ability to use his gifts and talents in a better way. What the devil meant for bad, God has the ability to turn it around and use it for something good. And just imagine if he could use all of these skills that he's investing into negative things to doing positive things. His life could be so much better. Pride is a terrible thing. And I just pray that he finds the peace that he needs. So I wish you guys well, and y'all have a good night.
Thank you for coming up. Thank you. As always, you're always welcome. Thank you, JC. All right, Braylon, you have the floor. Let's do a mic check real quick.
Mic check 1 2 1 2. Hey, good people. Can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead. Go ahead, Braylon.
Hey, y'all. Oh, Lord Jesus. What a night tonight. I have to tell you, there is a scripture in the Bible that says, as a man thinketh, so is he.
I've come to recognize that there is a statement that as a boy, I played with my toys, but as I grew up, I got rid of those toys because I had bigger things to do. When I moved out of my parents' home, I was completely petrified of, wait a minute, I don't have my foundation. And usually when you don't have your foundation, you have to find your footing. It's just like when your parents kick you out the nest, you gotta make sure your wings work. I think what's happened to Anthony is that his wings have been wilted. And I think he's flown a little too far. And when you fly too far, you only have two wings that work. I'll just say that for that. As a male content creator, you're not going to get everything right. But what I do know is this: I will never do behavior that I would never do in my real life. So right is right, wrong is wrong. I think anybody who accepts that behavior is ish to me. This should be based on principle, because even though it wasn't your daughter or your mama, it could be. And I think it's just sad that we have to talk and have a conversation on principles. So love you all. I did see the 2 minutes, Deetria. I saw that, child.
That 2 minutes came up.
Much love to everybody and love you all. So
Yeah, thank you for hanging here with us, Braylon, and just coming just to give us a little bit of razzle dazzle from a male's perspective. We always appreciate you. You're always welcome over here, right, wrong, or indifferent, honey. Look, and we just appreciate you standing in the gap. Yeah, I want to say something real quick, because I like how you said as a man, and you're kind of pushing it in that way from a different perspective. And I'm not gonna say that I've always been a fan of Funky Dineva, because there's some things that Funky was saying, I'm like, hell no, I'm gonna go after him, and I have. But overall, if I have to give him his flowers, he's a hell of a content creator, period. You can't take it away. And the reason why I use him as an example, because content creators, like Braylon said, you don't always get it right. That ain't the point. The point is, when he does his content, he gives his content. Now, sometimes his opinions are a bit strong, but then he can bounce back. And then he may go off grid again, but then he'll bounce back. And I love one thing that he said, what really changed.
Hey, D-Talk with your girl, love you. As always,
shifted the paradigm for him. I don't know if you all listened to his interview with Carlos King, but he said he found himself being in a real dark place as the content creator. Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Okay, because people say they can hear. Okay, he said
as well as content creator.
What turned him is he found himself going low. If you listen to the interview, it was an excellent interview, in my opinion. He said he would go so low to get the content. And then he realized, one day he woke up and he looked in the mirror and was like, who are you? You are now showing people's naked pictures. You doing anything for content. He said it didn't sit right. It made him feel dirty and nasty in his spirit. That don't mean he's gotten it right every time after that, but it was a wake-up call for him. And I admired his honesty when he said, I don't want to do that. That ain't how I want to do it. That ain't how I gotta get.
Hashtag you did that.
All the way back. That don't mean he's the best of the best, y'all. I'm just giving y'all a story, right? This is content we're talking. He said he had to fall all the way back and lose some income and lose views because he decided, I'm not doing that no more. I'm not going that way no more. From here on out, I ain't listening to nobody. I'm not going to get so dirty and dark and down in the mud that I'm willing to do anything strange for a piece of change. That's it.
No, absolutely, Queen Sheba, if I may. I have a phrase that I often say, just because you're not being seen by everybody doesn't mean you're not being seen. When I've only been live streaming for about a year. From that period to now, I'm at 2,409 subscribers. I'm at 205,182 total views. I say that because within content creation, there are times you want to give up on you. There are times you feel like you are giving your worst. And there are times where you don't even you feel like life is controlling you instead of you controlling your life. But I say my numbers, I say all that to say this. When you think you are giving your worst, I promise you somebody's taking it as your best, because at least you're trying. Please give it everything you have. Like I said, I'm not seen by everybody, but I am being seen by who needs to see me. We gotta quit wanting to be seen by everybody. Just like everybody says, don't pray for me, because not everybody is praying for your good.
Come on.
Some people are praying for your bad.
Come on.
And you get too wrapped up in the prayers of just being heard.
Woo!
They go to your detriment.
Oh,
you only got one life.
Oh,
this ain't Mario where you can replay.
Throwing down your channel and another channel. Oh my Lord.
I see Coffee says, I don't rock with Funky Dineva. You don't have to. Like Aquarius, hold on, Aquarius 1970, I think let me find Aquarius says, she made a very good point. Coffee says, I don't rock with Funky Dineva. Then Aquarius came back and said, it's about the message. A lot of people don't rock with Melody. And because they don't rock with her, it's okay for them to hear her being called a bitch. It's not about who you rock with. It's about standing with right.
Oh, wait,
and when somebody,
you don't
have to like somebody for them to come through and give you a good word. And you said, now that's a good word. I didn't expect it from them, but that's a good word. And I can appreciate that story and that background. That's where I'm trying to shift us to. Because if we all say, I don't rock with that person, that's where you open up the portal for people to get disrespected because they don't rock with somebody. And Coffee, I'm not saying you're right or wrong, but I'm saying if we can appreciate a good word, a good triumphant story, Funky Dineva is, and some people say, well, he's gone back to that. But the point is, he used to be that all the time. He used to be dark all the time. So there's been a shift. And yes, he goes back to that. He goes back to that, because one thing they teach in air traffic control is in an emergency, everybody defers to their native language. Oh, y'all ain't ready for those kind of, In an emergency, when people get uncomfortable, they defer back to their native language. What does that mean? If you are bilingual and you can speak 3 different languages and your native language is in Spanish and a plane is going down, before you know it, you don't even know you're speaking Spanish when you're supposed to be speaking English. Somebody give me an amen. Nobody's perfect. That's all I'm saying. I'm not making excuses.
I didn't know if she just wanted an amen to agree with her, or she was just like, somebody give me an amen.
I was just saying amen. Give me an amen.
No, it's just so much in life. There's so much beauty. There's so much evolution. There's so many pivoting. And if you can stand back and watch it and say, okay, now this is where it gets crazy, because this is what you're on. This is where, you know what? Okay. Which is why I said, calling a woman that ain't disrespected you on that level is crazy to me. It's crazy to me, right? But should not apply to every woman. And I'm a huge Melody fan.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we may not rock with another content creator, but where do we apply the same rule across the board for all women, for all men, to say, hey, hold on now. That's just, I may be different in my rhetoric and in my thoughts.
I hear what you're saying, because I reported him to Funky. And it was because for me, when he goes in and it's just like, whoa, and it's shocking and it's offensive. Mm-hmm. And, I think that we as a society as a whole, as Black men and women, we get offended enough, and when it's another Black man, and I don't care if you're gay or straight or whatever, however you flow, coming after Black women, it just, I can't. And for me, when Melody was so sweet and nice and helpful to Anthony, and so when he went dark, I was like, oh, hell no, I can't. And, and I don't have to watch his videos because enough of it is recorded through other content creators to report. And what is irritating me, it seems like I've seen lesser channels get stricken and basically erased for less. And it's really like, you know, if it wasn't for you showing how that works with YouTube, because I'm not into YouTube like that anymore. So I wouldn't have understood, because I was literally getting, you know, I was like, why is he still doing this? Because it was every week, you know? So yeah, I feel like for me, when I say I pray for someone's healing, I know that their healing has to come through with some accountability to God. You can't stand before God and say, look,
same here.
I'm here on this planet, but I don't want to face the consequences of my authorities. You can't do that. Your healing may be coming while you're sitting doing those 90 days and 3 squares. I don't know. That is God's plan. But there is a healing to be made. So yeah,
Thank you.
I mean, you know, I just want people to know that healing with God is not a simplistic thing, and it takes work, and it's complicated. If it wasn't complicated, the Bible would have been as simple as see Scott run or see Spot run. It's not. It takes work. And faith is not something
all of us.
For
I want
all
to be
of
clear.
us.
Yeah.
For all of us, faith is not something to be taken light, you know. And this man has invoked the words of God in his hatred for someone. And I'm not just talking about male. So he has to be accountable for that. And that is his journey that he has to be willing to take, because also we are given a choice. And he's made the choices he's made. So, you know, and sometimes people's healing don't come till the end. So when we pray for healing, after we pray for that, it's up to God of how that process is.
Remember, I didn't instruct nobody to pray for nobody. I want to be clear, because I don't want anybody to misconstrue anything that I'm saying on my channel. I said, if you're going to say anything about him, we're switching the narrative, and it's going to be I'm not correcting you, but I just want to make sure that everybody's clear.
Yeah. So that's my thinking. That's where I'm at with it, because
gotcha.
I don't want to hear about him saying anything else about another Black woman or you know, speaking negatively about a person's process in life just because he envies it. You know, it's just ridiculous to me. It has gone to a level of where I think of levels of the way my mind goes. Okay.
I want to bring it back though. Anything affirming.
What did you say?
Anything affirming.
Anything affirming. You mean
affirming? Because I said if anybody's going to talk about him, we're going to do it different tonight.
Yeah. So you mean specifics?
Anything positive, affirming that you wish for him.
Yeah, that was my firm affirmation. Healing.
Okay, got it. I want to make sure that doesn't go.
It's not gone. I'm just, you know.
I'm just saying. I have to reel you back in.
Listen.
I'm going to put it all out there, but yeah, I do want. I do want healing. I'm
okay,
put it
got
out.
it. Yeah. Got it. Okay. All right. Love Key says Funky has been consistent with his bashing, but are you shocked? If you listen to people when they talk, he called his mama a bitch. Funky said he called his mama a bitch and slammed the door in her face. She says, I cannot offer him anything. I'll simply take your word for it. And that's fair. Love Key. But when you listen to his interview, I'm not shocked that he's bashing women. He's had a mommy problem. And I can go, that's a whole different conversation. Let me pause. KNRB, welcome.
Sorry, I was just waiting. Thank you for having me, Queen. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely.
And chat, I just wanted to say, I'm not going to say anything specifically about Anthony, but God commissions different people to do different things. It's kind of like the military. There's some
The
that are going to
cavalry,
pray for
yes.
you. There's some that are going to give you a word of affirmation and comfort.
Do not
And then
touch
there's
my
some that do a
anointing, let my
mixture of
prophets be
both
not
of all
harmed.
those
I'm
things.
butchering it.
And
But
then there are some that are just some head busters and they just stomp the devil's head. So I'm just going to leave it at that on that. But what I do want to say on a positive note, can you hear me? Can you
Oh
hear me?
yeah, we're just listening intently.
Okay. What I want to say on a positive note is this. Well, first, let me address the other young lady that was on here that was speaking about Unpopular Opinions podcast. That lady, that particular channel has not been in effect that long. It's only been in effect, I guess, 4 months, unless she was under another name and renamed herself. So I'm not quite sure.
now listen to all of
why
this.
she would
Now I'm gonna link back to that video that we saw
that side,
with the
unless she just started watching the show.
that we dropped.
She said she listens to everybody.
Well, she said she listens to everybody, but she said that she prefers listening to Unpopular Opinion because she says that she has kind
I
of
want
an
to be clear.
unbiased.
She said she listens to everybody. And I said, of everybody that you've listened to, who do you feel the most comfortable with? So I asked her that.
Okay.
But before she said that, she was neutral about who she listens to. So I want to make sure I you know what I mean? I'll be completely honest.
Right. But if she's comfortable with listening to that person, then I kind of have to give her the side eye because that particular content creator, I'm not going to go into specifics, but she's very skewed. So I'm going to leave that on that and leave on a positive note. What I can say
she was very cute, mute, and
this whole
demure.
thing is that the reason why I am very, I guess you can say, skewed towards Melody is because I don't know her, but taking her masterclass, I was able to speak with her, weekly in a, short, brief time, every week. But I can recall on one specific week, I was having a hard week. And I mean, at work, I was having a hard week at home. It was just a lot. She sat there, took time out to give me encouraging words and to say that she would pray for me. And when I tell you that type of person
that part,
time out of their
that part right there, the casket would have already been paid for, catering would have been done,
is awesome.
Invitations would have been out.
And anybody that would come against somebody that can do that for someone that they don't even know, I would have to look at them cross-eyed. I'd have to look at them side-eyed because it takes intuition and it takes, what do they call that? Church folks, what do y'all call that? Not instinct. Just discernment. Just discernment to know.
She said church folks. Church folks, what y'all?
And I'm not saying that she's a god. I'm not saying that, she's perfect because none of us are perfect. And I love you too, Queen, but there have been some instances where I haven't always agreed with you, and I'm not going to lie. But all I'm saying is using your discernment and your intuition. If you're more skewed over to someone that has lied and betrayed and stabbed people in the back, then you have to look at yourself. You have to look at yourself in the mirror and question yourself. And that's all I want to say.
No, thank you. And y'all, listen.
Y'all have a good night.
I like that you said that. I was going to say something. Let me get my thoughts together really quick. I'm gonna let that linger because I had a thought based on something that you said. KNRB. Hold on. It was a comment.
I know it's a
relation to what
burn,
I thought you said. I can't find it. I should have started. Let me see if I started up. Maybe I'll find it later. But no, thank you everybody for being open, for being honest. Oh, y'all were talking about Unpopular Opinion. I don't know who that is, and if so, I probably forgot. There's a lot of YouTube channels, y'all. I think what we have to do is reset expectations, right? If you are going to hear what you want to hear, and you realize that you may have
wait for it, cause
ventured off somewhere. There's no way you should know how long that channel has been there.
I'm on the fast track with this train on the
Because you say you disagree with some stuff that I've said. So now I'm gonna hold you accountable. If I don't like something, I don't know nothing about them. So,
I went in there and I researched because I'm a researcher. If someone says something and they feel like, oh yeah, they feel really strongly on it, I'm not trying to argue against it, but I do want to get both sides of the story. So as soon as she said that, I did go in there and I was like, wait a minute, this channel hasn't even been in effect that long. It's only been in effect since for 4 months. Yes, for 4 months. And I didn't click on I clicked on one of her videos, but looking at like the shorts, looking at all of the videos there, they're skewed towards one particular person. And yeah, I don't want to get into that.
Got it. Okay. Be True says that was a plug for the channel. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think it was. Let me tell you why. I gotta be honest now. Y'all know I ain't finna sit here and let me tell you why, Be True. Because she didn't know I was gonna ask her that question. And if so, that was on me. Do y'all get what I'm saying? I was the one that said of all the channels that you listen to, because she says I'm diverse. I go across all of them. I tend to like to hang in the middle. And I said, of all the channels that you listen to, which can you whatever I said. And then she answered me. So I don't think she came with the intention of plugging. I just got to be fair. Feel free to push back, panel. And if not, we finna move on.
No, I agree. I agree.
Right here.
All right. Well,
but her answer spoke volumes is all I'm saying.
They did. They did.
Why? Is it because y'all disagree? Let me ask you that.
No, her answer, she said that she spoke out of both sides of her mouth is what I'm trying to say. And I'm just being frank. She did, because in one breath she's saying, oh, I like to hang out with people that are neutral. I like to listen to the channels that are neutral. And then when you asked her that specific question, she went directly over to that particular podcaster or that content creator. And that content creator is extremely skewed, not in the middle. You can look at some of the titles, you can listen to the videos, you can listen to the shorts, you can look at even the pictures, the graphics on some of the videos that she has. And you can tell just by looking on the outside that particular content creator is very, very skewed.
Can I jump in for a second?
Yeah, go ahead.
I agree. I listened to her. Somehow she came up in my algorithm. So I was like, okay, let me just say unpopular opinion. I'm kind of an unpopular opinion type of person. Okay. So I clicked on it, and when I tell you the chat was out of control, she was out of control. I stayed in there for maybe 10 minutes, and I did, do not recommend this channel. Now, I think that neutral word is overused. I think that we can like who we like. Nobody is telling anybody, you cannot like this content creator, you cannot like that one. That's, whatever is for your ears is for your ears, But neutral isn't straight bashing one person. I tell people all the time I have a bias. This may not be for you because I don't necessarily give favorable commentary to these people.
At least I keep up front and showcase
just because I don't want to trick anybody into a subscription, and then later on it's like, no, I'm telling you now.
I know I said I was
neutral is when you across the board give it to everybody evenly, depending on what you're watching. Here. But when we're in this sector and everybody knows what's going on and y'all are using those things and you're piling it on just one person being Melody, that's not neutral. That's a clear bias towards the other side. And I just think that it's hard for me to watch other women, especially, know everything that she's been through, and they use it against her as if it's a dig or a joke. Like, if you don't like what you see on the TV, that's one thing, but yeah, they were doing a lot. I don't think that's a neutral channel.
Not at all.
No.
She's basically YouTube's Candace Owens, child. Y'all move the hell on.
I don't know who it is. I don't have any experience with that channel. I can't say yay or nay.
Here it is, y'all.
Reserve until
You're at the station. Watch this.
Know, y'all. As long as people it's content, right?
You talked about content creation and being original tonight, and I'll just leave it there.
Yeah, it's not. I don't know. I don't know. It's like,
even if it makes you uncomfortable, I think content can be content. Like, until it shifts.
I think content is content, but you gotta look at the spirit in which it's given. You have to look at the intent of the person, and whatever, like the Bible says. And I haven't been in church forever, but what's in the heart will spring out of the mouth, right? So whatever's in there, if it's something dark, if it's something nasty, it's gonna come out eventually.
Samantha says, hold on, I haven't listened. I ain't gonna lie. She said, Queen, stay here. That is well, okay. Well, shit, let me stay up here in my little box. I don't know. Like, I don't, you know what I mean? I gotta stay on my creative zone. Okay, well, I'm gonna take y'all's word.
They're not creative. Like,
I have a rule, honey. I have a rule. I don't spend no more time on your channel than I do creating for mine. If I find myself on your channel for an hour, I gotta be on mine for 2. Otherwise, what am I doing?
A word.
Come on. Listen. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Somebody dropped something in the chat. Damn. In relation to what one of y'all just said. Hold on. Braylon, they saying they giving you your flowers.
Yeah. Oh, here we go.
Okay.
I mean, you talked about being an original content creator, correct? And I gave y'all my numbers. That's because I don't move based off of the when to be popular, just because
here we are, the station.
I was not ever popular in life. See, a lot of people in life, they usually will portray what they actually are. Just saying, because if you really think that you are somebody, that would relate to the content you create. So if you are unpopular in your real life, that reflects in your virtual reality. But you, Queen Sheba, tonight talked about being an original content creator. So listen, aims have identities too, Queen Sheba.
I'm gonna push back. Y'all, we got okay.
Oh,
y'all really
Lord, okay.
I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
Did I start?
I cannot.
Did I
don't
start
know
a
the lady.
controversy?
Braylon's right.
Oh, wait a minute. Let me pause that. Go back. I want y'all to hear it 2 more times.
Off of the when to be popular, just because I was not ever popular in life. See, a lot of people in life, they usually will portray what they actually are. Just saying, because if you really think that you are somebody, that would relate to the content you create. So if you are unpopular in your real life, that reflects in your virtual reality. But you, Queen Sheba, tonight talked about being an original content creator. So listen, aims have identities too, Queen Sheba.
I'm gonna push back. Y'all, we got okay.
Oh,
y'all really
Lord, okay.
I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
Did I start?
I cannot.
Did I
don't
start
know
a
the lady.
controversy?
Braylon's
but-
right.
One more time.
As long as people ain't, it's content, right?
Dark, if it's something nasty, it's gonna
will portray what they actually are.
One more time.
Just
Just
saying, because if you really think that you are somebody, that would relate to the content you create. So if you are unpopular in your real life, that reflects in your virtual reality. But you, Queen Sheba, tonight talked about being an original content creator. So listen, aims have identities too, Queen Sheba.
I'm gonna push back. Y'all, we got okay.
Oh,
y'all really
Lord, okay.
I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
Did I start?
I cannot.
Did I
don't
start
know the
a
lady.
controversy?
Braylon's right.
It's all going to relate back to the video. And just I saw the numbers drop, but don't worry.
I feel like, okay, that Braylon is right. Because what we're seeing is people are using their personal feelings to me, and jealousy, envy, whatever, cheating, whatever. Their personal feelings of it to monetize off their hate for Melody.
But do we know the difference? That's why I started off. Have we as viewers, subscribers, whomever, even if at some point you're not a content creator, even though you're one, when you start to venture off into other people's territory, are we able to manage the difference between content creation and hate versus that made me uncomfortable. I didn't want to hear that.
Queen Sheba, let me ask you this. When you hear the word God, are there connotations to that, what God means to you? Oh. And when you hear the word Lucifer, are there connotations with that name?
Oh, come on,
God
Braylon. Come on,
Lucifer have connotations and positive, negative traits. Then our identities upon Earth with our channels, whether they're username or what have you, however we diversify them, also have identities as well.
Okay, hold on. What?
It was the hold on. Wait a minute. What? Now you're probably wondering. I saw it was 40, then dropped to 32. That's okay. It is all good. I'm glad to have everybody over here. I'm gonna tell you how that relates. That illegal, that federal crime of wiretapping. Whatever someone is going to do, they have already been planning it. Money, circumstances, opportunities, resources, and decisions don't change people. Just amplify what's already there. So what we did today by dropping that intel about how you can't wiretap goes back to, if you respect yourself and who you are, and you say you're about this life, then you would do what needs to be done to care about that life. But if you do not, then it will reflect in your actions. Because we did see Martell Holt say, "I'm sorry" 1,000,000 times. Words are cheap, investment is heavy. And I played that whole Queen Sheba clip because I wanted y'all to see that anybody can give energy. It takes somebody to be consistent with how they distribute their energy. Martell, Marceau, Tisha, Maurice, Kimmy, Stormy, Courtney, Destiny, Sonny, Moses, Trish, Ken, all these people already are who they were before the cameras even got on them. So when you guys are so surprised by Toss Away K and, Recall 304 and a bastard who should have never formed, and anyone and everyone on the other side, this, that, and the third, all around the world, listen, these people were already who they were before they even got to be seen. Facts, law, and accountability brings out the real you, because you have no choice, because you have to be held for something. What we dropped today, that's factual, actual, smactual. There ain't no way in hell you're gonna flame me on this, because you know why? Let me show you why. Because I think it's important to showcase the facts here. And do you know why I will not be flamed for this video? This watch party that we're having? I'm gonna show you why. Because see, here's the thing. I'm so much on my square that I don't break any laws. I don't do the most, or I don't fly too close to the sun, because I understand each platform requires a different energy. I understand the heaviest wears the crown. And I'll also, more than anything, understand that at the beginning, middle, end of the day, whatever I do, regardless of the resources I have, I'm responsible for what I do. Just because you don't like the association that you create doesn't mean that people still can't call you out for that association. Let's see something here. Yeah, so, you know, while you may want to do the most and put 20 on 10 and this, that, and the third about that Braylon should stay in his lane, mind his business, and move forward, the gag is I've been doing it the whole time. Because guess what? After this, I got 3 with the 10 night. And then Monday morning, I got a whole 11 a.m. show for y'all and a 6 p.m. show. Because my purpose is not to be lifted up by virtual reality that can be a rise and demise in the same day. My rise and demise is caused by how I invest in myself, what I give, but most of all, what I tend to. Still scrolling. Still scrolling. Still scrolling. Still scrolling. Like I said before, pull up any content creator in this sector. I say this with all love, grace, and space. Go to their live tab and go to mine. You don't even have to come to me with Braylon, you was right. Because I promise you, that mental hell of you recognizing you was wrong is way more painful than me telling it to your face virtually when you come over to my channel. Okay? Still scrolling. 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 Mm-hmm. We good? We've done the whole show for over an hour. Woo, child. Woo. Well then. Welcome to Brian Lee's virtual tour live. Glad to have all of you here in the building. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Oh, my Lord Jesus. Drop some intel today. That can be a tool to help Melody call some things out as they need to be called out, but also showcase that, guess what? If you want positivity, it's already been happening. Are you seeking what you're asking for? Or are you turning a blind eye just so you can have something to fight for, so you can be a victim when you can be free from your pain? I'm just asking questions. I'm just asking questions. I'm just asking questions. Whew, my Lord Jesus. By the way, shout out to all 42 people that were here. Thank you so much. We played the Don Michelle. Thank you, Don Michelle at Martell. It's illegal to wiretap, bruh video. And so for those of you who missed it, here it is again. We're gonna start off at 147. Right here. Let me pull it back up for y'all in case you missed it. Here we go. By the way, for those of you who are wondering, who say there was a commenter that said there was no sound, go to 1 minute and 47 seconds for the content. There's sound there. Because the sound's been heard over 6,000 times. The sound's been liked over 1,000. So it's there. It's there. Man. Like I say, y'all are free to come on up if you want. The link is pinned. If you guys want to come on up, would love to hear from you on any and all of this. Because I think that, today has been a milestone. In terms of, what dropped today that could definitely help Melody get one step closer to having full custody and being free and living out her greatest energy yet as who she deserves to be. Going through the city, just find that vibe. Man, I really do love my intro. We used to have a theme song, but child, listen. Content IDs, man. Content IDs. But here we go. We're going up the staircase. And here's what's at the top of those stairs. Here we go, everybody. Enjoy. Hey, what up, though? How y'all faring? My good, your man, your friend and family member, Brandon Lee here. Hopefully all is well with all of you. Everything on this channel is alleged, in my opinion, for entertainment purposes only. Once again, everything on this channel is alleged, in my opinion, for entertainment purposes only. Once again, everything on this channel is alleged, in my opinion, for entertainment purposes only. So listen. First of all, I enjoyed yesterday's TikTok live. Child, 8 hours, but Nick Cannon did his thing. It was a great energy. I look forward to seeing Melody Cherie Rogers or Melody Cherie Lee, if you roll that way, I'm rolling out, about rollingout.com, but on Wildin' Out. Very, very excited about that. But listen, so before I was doing my modding job in TikTok, and listen, I hope I did a job, child, because, man, I got a feeling that those TikTok lives going to be regular thing once a month. But listen though, so when I went live for the pre-TikTok party, we hanged out, myself, Erica Fleming, and also Aries Girl Podcast. By the way, shout out to those two for coming through. We hanged out. It was supposed to be for from 1 p.m. to 2:30, but then we just did it all the way up to the time start going. I found this particular post on Instagram from its own site. And I want you guys to be able to listen to it because I think that this is some tea that we all need to hear. So let me do what I do. Here we go.
This hurts my heart to deliver this news. I'm not trying to put us on the spot. I'm not. I just know that this is something that we do a little bit more often than the men. Brace yourself, clutch your pearls, grab a tissue for the tears. It is now illegal to go through your husband's phone. And this is for every ear that can hear me. This is not just a Texas issue. This is also a federal crime. The Federal Wiretap Act states it is unlawful to intercept any wire, oral, or electronic communication. It is also unlawful to disclose the contents of the wire, oral, or electronic communication. Y'all know what's considered electronic communication? Text messages, emails, DMs. And it doesn't matter if you're in the community property state, saying that the phone is community property will not work. Even if your husband willingly gave you his password, it still would not work. The courts feel that even if he did give you the password, you went beyond the scope of what he thought you would reasonably be doing with his phone, such as taking screenshots of a text message that you would eventually use against him in court. I was in court waiting on my turn, watching another hearing before me. It was a divorce case, and the wife was on the stand talking about adultery. Her attorney then started the process of admitting text messages into evidence that showed the husband was talking to this woman, and it was very inappropriate. The text messages 100% proved husband was cheating. There was photos, there was conversations about the other night. All of a sudden, husband lawyer jumps up and says, Your Honor, I think you need to admonish the witness about her Fifth Amendment right to self-incrimination because she's about to tell on herself and admit to a crime. Then he turns ever so slightly and says, I think you might want to tell her lawyer as well because they'll both be in jail together. Judge then proceeds to tell her that how she came about getting those text messages out of her husband's phone is potentially a violation of the Texas Wiretap Act and the Federal Wiretap Act. He looks up at her lawyer and says, counsel, the fact that you're in possession of unlawful potential wiretap material incriminates you as well. And the judge did a quick recess so everyone could go consult with criminal law attorneys. Somehow you made it to the end of this video without choking. If you are still with us, here's a bonus. Here's an honorable mention. It is also now illegal for you to have air tags on your children if you're in the middle of a custody case. Let me know in the comments which one of these 5 laws had you almost throw your phone on the floor, and I'll see you in the next one.
So, listen, information is very powerful. By the way, shout out to Lauren, LAUREN_THELAWYER, Lauren_ the lawyer on TikTok. Now, I'm putting this information out here because of Hotel Holiday Inn Hope. By the way, Holiday is a way better brand than Hotel Hope could ever be. But yeah, I wanted to bring that to y'all because I thought that was very important. You can't air tag your kids and track them while you're in a custody case. Also, too, that is audio, visual, and DM communications. So if you wiretap your partner's phone, it's now illegal under federal law, and
that part Erica Fleming
jail. Now I'm not
who
saying
always always following their own track,
saying that this can be applied in Alabama. I'm certainly not saying that he gave some information to Toss Away K, that all the haters paid $12.99. And guess what? Even if you didn't pay $12.99, you still paid your damn time to hear what was going on. Time is currency too, you dumb ucks. Anyway, I'm gonna play it one more time.
This hurts my heart to deliver this news. I'm not trying to put us on the spot. I'm not. I just know that this is something that we do a little bit more often than the men. Brace yourself, clutch your pearls, grab a tissue for the tears. It is now illegal to go through your husband's phone. And this is for every ear that can hear me. This is not just a Texas issue. This is also a federal crime. The Federal Wiretap Act states it is unlawful to intercept any wire, oral, or electronic communication.
That's what I meant to say. Wire, oral, electronic communication. Wire, oral, electronic. Wire, oral, or electronic communication. Let's keep going.
It is also unlawful to disclose the contents of the wire, oral, or electronic communication.
Illegal to disclose the contents of the wire, oral, or electronic communication as well. Yes.
Y'all know what's considered electronic communication? Text messages, emails, DMs. And it doesn't matter if you're in the community property state, saying that the phone is community property will not work. Even if you're
So even if you say that we were husband and wife as a community property state where I have access, no.
Husband willingly gave you his password, it still would not work. The courts feel that even if he did give you the password, you went beyond the scope of what he thought you would reasonably be doing with his phone.
Now, who asked for passwords to Melody's social media accounts? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Who pulled up on her on a date of hers? Who went on Toss Away K to drag her just to be flamed the uck out? Who negotiated his children's pain so he can have control? Who said, God allowed me to have an outside child? And here's the thing, right? I'm really getting tired of people saying, well, if you think I support, domestic violence, or if you think I support cheating, if you think I support this, that, and the third, and get miss me with that goofy ass ish.
well, sweetie, if what people are saying ain't true about you, don't respond. But since you responded, it must be true to some damn degree. See, this is the problem. Just because you have an opinion doesn't mean people don't get to talk about your opinion. You a public figure.
Hey, PDF 542.
So
hey,
if
Mike
you can't handle having your own channel, if you can't handle having your own nation, if you can't handle being in existence of other people having an opinion, move the uck on. Damn, let's keep going.
Taking screenshots of a text message that you would eventually use against him in court.
Oh, taking screenshots of a text message that you would use against them in court. Let's keep going.
I was in court waiting on my turn, watching another hearing before me. It was a divorce case, and the wife was on the stand talking about adultery. Her attorney then started the process of admitting text messages into evidence that showed the husband was talking to this woman, and it was very inappropriate.
So entering text messages that proved that the husband was cheating into court. It was very inappropriate. Let's keep going.
The text messages 100% proved husband was cheating. There was photos.
100% proven that the husband was cheating. There were photos.
There was conversations about the other night.
Conversations about the other night.
So the husband lawyer jumps up and says, Your Honor, I think you need to admonish the witness about her Fifth Amendment right to self-incrimination because she's about to tell on herself and admit to a crime.
So that's probably a tactic that Hotel will probably have his attorney use against Melody.
And he turns ever so slightly and says, I think you might want to tell her lawyer as well because they'll both be in jail together. Judge then proceeds to tell her that how she came about getting those text messages out of her husband's phone is potentially a violation of the Texas Wiretap Act and the Federal Wiretap Act.
So the judge was thinking he was smart. But wait for it.
He looks up at her lawyer and says, Counsel, the fact that you're in possession of unlawful potential wiretap material incriminates you as well. And
so told the judge, no, boo-boo, honey child, you are also now in possession of that same material.
The judge did a quick recess so everyone could go consult with criminal law attorneys. Somehow you made it to the end of this video without choking. If you are still with us, here's a bonus. Here's an honorable mention. It is also now illegal for you to have air tags on your children if you're in the middle of a custody case.
So basically you cannot have those Apple AirTags to track your kids' movement and use that against your ex-wife in court. And I'm assuming that goes for Android AirTags too. So
let me know in the comments which one of these 5 laws had you almost throw your phone on the floor, and I'll see you in the next one.
Now listen, y'all can do what y'all want to do, but like I said, I really am getting tired of the other side thinking that they can just say what they want to and not have anybody call their ass out on shit when, guess what? People have the right to disagree with you. Because here's my thing. If y'all this disagreeable in virtual reality, I can only imagine how much of a headache you are in reality.
Someone else said that in the comment section too, Erica Fleming. Someone else said that too.
Hey, y'all, listen. If you don't believe me, I'm a post the link to this post from its on site in the description box. Okay? So that way you guys can go see it for yourself. And then guess what? You guys are going to do the research, and then you guys are going to come out on your channels and be like, oh, well, damn, that's actual factual information. Well, shit, I don't want to say that Braylon is right and I'm wrong, because see, here's the thing. Admitting that you're wrong would mean that you're humble. That would mean that you're open-minded. That means that you understand that sometimes in life, we need to be still before we cause movement. But because your ego, because your stature, because your status is too much for you to lose by just admitting that you're wrong, you're just going to be a dumbass, Mitch or Itch on YouTube, on social media, and all around the world. So anyway, that is what I got for y'all. By the way. So that is the video in its entirety. I see the numbers are dropping off, but I do appreciate everybody coming through for the
for the watch party. I hope you learned something from this. I hope it made you smile. I hope it showed you what being a real content creator is all about. And like I said, y'all are free to talk about it. As a content creator, I know that we all feed each other, content in some shape, form, or fashion. All I ask is that you just mention Braylon Lee in the story, because you see that right there. Dawn Michelle did post me her Instagram story. So, yes, indeed, we got 7 people in the building still. And so we'll rock it out here until probably 2 hours, and then we'll cut it off from there. And then, of course, we got 3 with the tea tonight. And it's going to be a good show. Of course, we're going to be talking about Melody's TikTok and Nick Cannon and Madison. That brother right there, he is something special the best way possible. So can't wait to get into all that. We were supposed to do a bonus show last night, but child, I was so tired because I thought I was going at 11:30, and then she pushed it all the way to midnight. Now, I would like to know who won the iPhone and the iPad. Because low-key, listen, I wanted it. Listen, as hard as I was working there, I should have got one on the side for free. You know what I should have done? Hey, listen, can I have an iPhone and iPad for my modding job? Just saying. Sure was. By the way, shout out to Chef Don. He was so funny this morning. He said, and I quote, that if you got the $5 lip primer, I hope your lips are crusty and everything else. I'm like, good damn. I swear, the first time that Melody did those bags and that lip primer, the first time I saw it, that was gonna be $5. I'm like, oh hell. The millimeters are usually pretty together, strong and healthy. And nothing really breaks up the millimeters and the family of people who support Melody. But let me tell you something. Those $5 sales really hurt some family members in this family. Because, man. So, yeah, I felt so bad for y'all. Like, I felt bad the first time because, man, like first of all, to even, the flash sale pops up. There's a countdown. For those of you who don't know, there's a countdown clock on it, right? So that countdown clock counts down, and then the flash sale is on. And so you feel like it's a 5-minute flash sale, 3-minute flash sale. But then it's like gone. I mean, it is gone. And then I think after the first TikTok live, there was somebody said, if you a heifer that got $5 bag or lip primer, I can't stand you. And then Nikki News on narcissism and other people was like, I'm that heifer that got a $5 bag. I'm that heifer that got lip primer for $5. I'm like, Lord Jesus. Now it's calling each other heifers. Lord Jesus. Just oh my Lord. I am just not quick enough. I was watching the countdown and everything. Child, yes. And honestly, too, y'all, like, I could tell that Melody, had it, right? You know what I mean? When it came into that home stretch of 11:30, from 11 to 11:30, that home stretch was difficult because she really was losing her voice. And of course, like she said in her Instagram story, it was going to be a long week. You know what I mean? Because she had reunion, she had this TikTok live, she had meetings and, other important things to do, right? So, but you know what? She held it out, though. I mean, and that was live. I saw some people were saying, was that taped or is it live? No, that was live from LA. I don't think TikTok has ever. No, TikTok doesn't have tape content. It was BDS 5428 said, Braylon, it was me, and those heifers did again. I could not get one. I put my security code through in fast enough again, or I could put my security code in fast enough again. You damn heifers, you damn heifers, you damn heifers. And I say that lovingly to y'all, okay? I'm not calling the women in my chat heifers, okay? For those of you who in the back, look, hang on, because hang on, let me get myself adjusted. Get myself adjusted, child. Get myself adjusted because
I gotta do this right. Now, listen. I cannot stand Uncle Wanda, as many of you know. I think we all know this. But there is something I did admit recently about Uncle Wanda that I think we can all agree on, and with info. That there is one particular word that she has made iconic that I believe should be a clothing line. That I genuinely believe should be a clothing line. So let me get myself adjusted. Not adjusted, but adjusted. Make sure this is the way. Yeah, okay. Child, I just realized I wore the short shirt on backwards, child. But listen, for those of you who are being spectator, I wasn't calling my audience heifers, okay? Listen, it was an inside joke, running joke from the last TikTok live. So for all you being spectator, that wasn't the case. oh my God. Let me tell you, Unc, I'm telling you right now, I don't give a lot of free media game to the other side because y'all don't fucking deserve it. But I will say, that spectator word, listen, it brings a smile to your face, you laugh your ass off, and you feel in your soul, you know, it has a little something in your soul afterward, a feeling in your soul. But listen, you make that clothing line, I think you might be able to have some actual money in your life for the first time. But anyway, but yes, all y'all who are being spectator, glad to have you here. Going back off camera. I always thought it was faster technology, but I was humbled, not humble, child. You know what? Honestly, low key, listen, she could really sell spectator hoodies at her food truck. Like, listen, I know it sounds like, wait a minute, is Brandon going to the other side? Fuck no. Listen, I can give credit where credit is due. Expectation is a funny ass word, even though it's not a real word. Oh my Lord. Oh, thank you, Demita, so much. Thank you so much. Thank you, Demita. Thank you, beautiful. You are very kind to do that. Thank you for the cash. I appreciate you. Oh my Lord Jesus. Now, you know what will be the gag? Do you know what will be the gag? Do you know what really would be the gag? If one of them went live and said, oh, y'all see Braylon on the other side talking about Uncle Wanda should do a spectator clothing line. But the gag is, though, they probably would agree. And then it's going to be an out-by experience like, oh my God, did I agree with Braylon Lee? Oh my God, did I agree? Oh my God, my soul is on fire. Oh my Lord. Is there enough sunscreen? Is there enough sunscreen for me having my own opinion? Is there enough sunscreen for me to not feel the heat of being different? It's okay to agree sometimes, y'all. But still stand 10 toes down and go square, okay? All right. Because seriously, I'm really giving that away as actual factual smacktual advice. I'm really giving that away for free. I think a spectator clothing line would be a vibe. I really do. Oh Lord. Just because I said that don't mean I'm with y'all. Miss me with that shit. Anyway. And plus, guess what? Y'all will have some clothes on y'all side too. Because none of y'all got a clothing line. So listen, actually, y'all be able to represent yourselves a little bit more. But then again, the more that y'all are not seen, the more we don't have to give a fuck about you. But hey, listen, you know what? We can roll with that. I wouldn't be surprised. Like, no, ain't nobody checking for Wanda. I even blocked Wanda's YouTube channel. No more being spectacious or spectator for me. Oh my God, child, why are we the way we are, y'all? Why? Somebody answer me that. Why? Oh my God. She cut me off. I wasn't even being rude. Listen. You were being spectator in your comment. I saw you being spectator in your abulary and your words. What? In your words and vocabulary. You were being spectator in your words and vocabulary. It wasn't an innocence I can understand. I'm sorry, y'all. Well, actually, no, I'm not. Why am I saying I'm sorry, y'all? Y'all know me by now. Oh my God. Yeah, sorry, not sorry. What you know what? What are the hang on, y'all, sorry. What are the words that Junkie Dineva said? I feel no ways tired about it. That's what he said, right? Yeah, that's where I'm at. Off camera again. It is what it is. I don't like you. You don't like me. We're not one big happy family. There is no great big hugs and kisses from me to you. And guess what? We don't have to say we love each other too, okay? That was the Barney remix for when you can't stand somebody's ass. You know what? Let me see if I can do this here. Hang on. Now I'm gonna try to play this. Yeah, I can play this off of GMA. It's fine. Because honestly, this is how I really feel that this sector is sometimes. So let me get it up for y'all. Hang on. Here we go.
The new iPhone 16 Pro and get a new iPad and Apple One all on us. Only on Verizon.
No, wait, Elmo. Rocco says that he wants the oatmeal raisin cookie.
He's mad as Elmo, and he's not going to take it anymore.
Rocco's a rat, Zoe. Rocco won't know the difference.
This week saw the online universe captivated by the hot-blooded beef between the Sesame Street superstar and his friend Zoe's pet rock, named Rocco.
You can't have that cookie, Elmo. Rocco wants to eat it. How? How is Rocco going to eat that cookie, Zoe? Tell Elmo. Rocco doesn't even have a mouth. Rocco's just a rat. Rocco's not alive.
Just one oatmeal cookie, enough to take cheerful Elmo from just being red to seeing red.
Rocks don't do much. They just sit there. You mean like Rocco?
Leaving some to wonder, can a Muppet be gaslighted?
I'm sorry I'm late, but Rocco had to go to the potty. What?
Elmo versus Rocco dates back to 2004, when this storyline first aired on Sesame Street.
Boy, Rocco, isn't this exciting?
No surprise in this stressful time.
Rocco's a rat, Zoe.
How memes and TikTok turbocharged Elmo's envy and exasperation across social media. Perfect for right now.
Well, because Rocco is just a rock, Zoe.
On Wednesday, Elmo, perhaps trying to dull the sharpness of his rock hater scissors.
Are you okay? Are you okay? Oh, boy.
Issuing a statement on Twitter. Wait, what? Saying, don't worry, everybody. Elmo and Zoe practiced sharing and are still best buds forever. Elmo loves you, Zoe. Ha ha ha. Elmo doesn't want to talk about Rocco. No comment from Rocco, as usual, emboldened Elmo going for Olympic gold and subtweeting with this: has anybody ever seen a rock eat a cookie? Elmo is just curious. And that's when Dwayne Johnson entered the chat. Yes, my friend, he responded on Thursday, this rock devours cookies.
Yes, Elmo issued a statement. I don't think we've heard the last of this yet, guys.
No, they're stuck between a rock and a hard place, Chris.
Oh, my Lord. We've had to do it.
Thank you.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.
Thank you, Robin. Good to see you, my friend, as always. But yes, some of y'all on the other side are Rocco, and we tire y'all ass. You are a rock. You don't do shit, but yet you think you important. And we Elmo, we tired of your shit. Rocco just a rock. Hey, Esther Coates. Hey, listen, welcome in. You probably wondering what is going on. I did a video talking about how it's now a federal crime to illegally wiretap your spouse's phone. And so the video that you just came in on the tail end of was there's this feud with Rocco, who is Zoe's pet, Zoe from Sesame Street, and Elmo. Elmo can't stand Rocco because it's a rock. It doesn't do anything. So Rocco, wanted to eat a cookie, but can't eat a cookie because it's a rock. Zoe said that Rocco had to go to the restroom, but it's a rock. And, when Rocco floated to the bottom because he's a rock, Zoe was like, are you okay? And Elmo just completely lost it. So I'm using that as a metaphor of this sector. There are some people that are Rocco, and there are some people that are Elmo. I am an Elmo, and there are some Roccos that I can't fucking stand. So that's where we are. That's where we are on a Sunday night. Now, y'all don't go in your actual factual smacktual life say, you a Rocco. What am I a Rocco for? Because you killing my nerves. You don't do nothing. Don't do that. Please don't. Oh, my Lord Jesus. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Oh, my Lord. So that was the kid version of how I feel this sector is. Now this next clip here, some of you might have seen it before. All-time favorite shows. Let me pull it up here. And then we're going to put a fine point on it with an adult example. Welcome in. Let's see here. D Truth says, hello, Brand. One in the chat. Braylon. Hearing you laugh is making me laugh. Thank you, because I was feeling a little sad. Well, that's what we are here to do for each other here. Absolutely. Glad to have you in. So here is another example. Now, remember, I said Rocco are the people who hate Melody, and Elmo is the people that support Melody. Peter is the other side. We are Lois. With that being said, here we go.
What are you doing?
Lois, to show I'm in touch with what it's like to be African American, I am going to go to the middle of the town square, get naked, and paint myself brown.
No, that's offensive. You can't pretend to be black. That's a stupid idea.
What?
It's a stupid idea. You're a stupid man. A stupid stupid man!
Ow! You're hurting me! Stop it! Stop it, Lois!
No! I'm so sick of your crap!
I have to agree with Lois.
Do these things, and why do you always announce them to me before you do them? Are you trying to get a rise out of me? Are you happy now? Is this what you want?
Oh, no, it's not what I want! It's not what I want! I'm sorry! I'm sorry!
That's how this sector is, you know. There are some people that are Peter Griffin, and the rest of us are Lois and tired of your shit. That's it. That's it. Now, to put a fine pin in this, I know some of y'all thought I was gonna bring up duck season, rabbit season. No, because this one right here, I found this clip and I emailed it to myself. So let me. Here it is here. I emailed this clip to myself because I thought it was so damn good. Now, here it is here. Now, this is from Greenleaf. Now, Mary Mae Greenleaf is the other side. Oprah is a supporting melody. Now, remember, the other side is Rocco, Peter Griffin, and Lady Mae. People that support Melody are Elmo, Lois, and Oprah. Now, you saw Elmo being upset by somebody trying to give Rock a soul when it is what it is. We saw Peter trying to do the most. This is not taking accountability. Here we go.
You tell me, you childless whore. What do you know about mother? You don't know a thing about motherhood. Who are you to take me to task like this? Who are you? Why didn't you say something? Why didn't you say anything? Why didn't you take your daughter to the police when Grace told you 20 years ago? Why didn't you? I tell you why. Because you're like everybody else. You don't want to believe it's your brother, your father, your son could do such a thing. So they looked the other way, and that's exactly what you did. You looked the other way. You're no different than anybody else.
Well then, I think that should show you the haters of Melody and the lovers of Melody. I think those three examples, I think they say it all. Hey, Journalology to the Root, glad to have you here. Hey, cousins, welcome in, glad to have you here. But yeah, I just want to show those three examples because, you know, sometimes media is able to say a lot more than what we can say. And you saw how Lady Mae, the haters of Melody, were big, bad, and bold until they got called out on their shit and they choked the fuck up. You saw Peter Griffin not being able to move because Lois was handling that stupidity. And you saw Elmo lose it because he knows that, or for anything to matter, it has to have a soul. Okay, going back off camera now. Hey, everybody, welcome in. Glad to have all of you here. Brantley's virtual tour live. Glad to have all of you here in the building. Yes, indeed. Glad to have all of you here, child. Yes, indeed. And don't worry, y'all. We got 3 with the T tonight at 8:30 p.m. The Truth. Esther Coach just missing my mother who passed. Oh, my Lord Jesus. I am so sorry for your loss. Prayers, love, and support to you and your family. I am so sorry. So sorry. But yes, indeed. Absolutely, prayers up for sure. You really do not know what people are going through. You really don't. Yep, we are just chilling out here. Glad to have you here. Like I said, 3 with the T will be here in just a little bit at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Cannot wait to see all of you there. Should be a good time. Everyone talking about Melody's TikTok live and Nick Cannon and everything in between, y'all, because it was a lot going down. Oh, my Lord. Like I said, if y'all want to come up, feel free to come on up. Would love to hear from you on the video if you saw it. What's your take on it, everything in between. And I think the last time I checked in on it, it was like at 7,000. I think this might hit 10,000 views. I'm going to speak that into existence. I think it might hit 10,000 views. Because it's climbing up there, child. It really is. Absolutely, we are praying for you for sure. Absolutely praying for sure. Mel's TikTok was so good. She's doing a great job. Absolutely. You know, that's the thing I said. Like, I feel like, you know, this TikTok, I feel like this TikTok is going to be a monthly thing, right? Because she even said today that I'm not releasing my numbers, but she said that y'all did better than the last time. No cap. I'm paraphrasing in so many words, but that is what she said, though. So, and like I said, too, this is for the people that don't really get it. Agency's goals of what they want for a live is different than a viewer's goals of what they believe. Now, like I said, factual, actual, smacktual information. Sales are a part of a metric to see how much product you can move, sure. But also, too, is retention rate. It's retention rate as well. How long did they hold the live? And what was the enrollment rate? Now, if you're thinking about enrollment rate, the enrollment rate for college, that's where I'm going with this. What was the enrollment rate? What was the enrollment rate of how many new customers came in, right? What were the high points of the live that got the most traction? What were the low points? And then they take all of that and then make a decision. But like I said, there's always more than meets the eye, but you know, there are people who are ignorant. But quite frankly, I think for some of y'all, it's past ignorance. I think you're just fucking stupid at this point. Just saying. Just like Winter Womanland said about reality TV, that it's not always about the ratings. It's a combination of things that decide a time slot. But y'all ain't calling her this, that, and the third, are you? No. Because she has done things that you will never achieve. Oh, my Lord. And like I said, if I ain't talking about you, don't pick up this bull and be a professional victim. Please and thank you. Because, man. I'm going to get ready for 3 with the T. Hope to see you all at 8:30. Sure to get some useful information, some good neighborhood talk, tons of labs. Get your snacks ready. Oh, child, please get your snacks ready. Because when we do 3 with the T, we throw down. You heard? We throw downs. We do. And child, there's so much to talk about from the live. We're gonna have a good time tonight. But yeah, we will be right over here. Oh, hang on. Let me show y'all where we're gonna be at here in just a little bit. Thank y'all so much. 90 likes. Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. And I've been seeing the subscribers have been going up. Thank you all so much for that as well. I love you, value, and appreciate y'all so much for that. In 69 minutes, child. In 69 minutes. There we go. Let me pull that up. So here it is, 3 with the T right here. Sassy TV from the AO3, Lil Paulette and the Gang, and Braylon Lee, Mel TikTok is what we'll be talking about, plus a little bit of everything in between, or as T-Talk would say, Lottie Dottie and everybody. And in case you haven't seen Through the T before, here's what it looks like with the intro. Roll it!
To the scene, it's 3 with the T and we ain't keeping it clean. Sipping hot, pinky out, you know what I mean? Sassy T dropping bombs, get ready to scream. Little Paulette, she in between like the middle sister or the referee. Last but not least, we got Braylon Lee, he in the mix, taking us on a virtual spree. Love, laugh, talk, it's a whole new reality. Get ready for the vibes, cause this party's a masterpiece. That's right, it's 3 with the T. 3 with the T. And if you wanna be no. And if you wanna be no. And if you wanna be like a middle sister. And if you wanna be no. Hey, it's party time. Welcome to the scene. It's 3 with the T and we ain't keeping it clean. Sipping hot, pinky out, you know what I mean. Sassy T dropping bombs, get ready to scream. Little Paulette, she in between like the middle sister or the referee. Last but not least, we got Braylon Lee, he in the mix, taking us on a virtual spree. Love, laugh, talk, it's a whole new reality. Get ready for the vibes, cause this party's a masterpiece. That's right, it's 3 with the T.
That is our intro to 3 with the T. Sassy TV from the AO3, Lil Paulette and the Gang, and Braylon Lee will be live right there in 67 minutes. This show was created from a skit that we did, and from that skit has come nothing but a yellow brick road of love, laughter, and joy with 3 with the T. And how it got started was this was during Mimosas with Melody in Atlanta. And, you know, Sassy was staying at the Omni. Little did she know, little did we know, that it was a cyber attack on the Omni Hotel brand. And yes, it was a cyber attack on the Omni Hotel brand because she couldn't leave her hotel room without being escorted and this, that, and the third and everything else, right? So she wanted to do this skit where we, you know, did a case on Coleslaw Hotel, and she was like, "Bray, I got something for you. I want you to be a part of it." I'm like, "Okay, I'm down. As long as I know what to do, I'll be fine." And so we did that, laughed our behinds off, and we have been rolling ever since. If you've watched the replay, it's cool to watch the replay, but I promise you, it is another thing to be there live. It is such a kinetic energy to me, Sassy, and Lil Paulette that we flow off of each other really well. We understand that the assignment is bigger than us, and also too, we are all students that love to learn. So while we don't know everything, the stuff that Sassy knows, for who she is, a Sassy from the AO3, she's not going to apologize for her damn stuff for what she knows. what Lil Paula and the gang knows for herself, she's not apologizing for what she knows is Lil Paula and the gang. And certainly Mother Uckenly, what Braylon Lee knows to be Braylon Lee every day, he ain't apologizing for Ish either. So we work from that foundation. And it takes a lot. I think the only other, I mean, of course, the OO panel is great as well. But the Gossip Girls, they've been doing their thing for a long time. It takes a lot to really create a YouTube show for it to work. You have to have personalities that are gracious, loving, kind. You have to have hard work ethic. You have to recognize how to be humble. You have to know when to step in, when to step out. But most of all, y'all all have to be on one accord and to be able to be transparent and responsible for how you move. Because the audience is only going to determine your rise or your demise based on what you give. And, you know, listen, sometimes, and you know what? Doing a TV show is almost like having a table. When you take off one of the table legs, the table is not standing. Sure, you can take off one leg, right? And sure, it's got three, but let you sit on that side and boom, all the food falls. So it takes all the pillars of cooperation, communication, and consideration to be able to make a show. And like I said before, I come from a radio TV background, so that's why you probably are like, oh damn, that's why he's able to do 8 to 9 shows a week all live. That's how he's able to do videos, because like I said before, radio taught me my voice, television taught me how to control it, and then the marketplace taught me how to diversify it. So, you know. We have 27 people here in the building. Yes, we will talk about that. I may talk about that Monday morning. Hey, Nikki News and Narcissism. How are you, my friend? Good to see you. How you feeling? Hopefully all was well. Nikki, were you there last night? I thought I saw you in the chat. Well, I could be wrong, but let me know. It's always good to see you. Nikki News on Narcissism. A very good content career as well. So. Yes, indeed. We are just chilling out here, getting ready for 3 with the T there in just a little bit. I appreciate each and every person who viewed the video. I really do. All the likes, all the comments, you know, it all adds up. You know, and I think a lot of people don't understand that YouTube is probably the most difficult platform to be on, because it's 100% chance of no one watching you or somebody watching you. It's a terrifying thing to put out content and you having to be still and not in control of it, right? It's very, very difficult. But the blessing of it is, if you stay consistent and you go about tenaciously on your purpose, I promise you, you will always have a destiny of somebody watching you. I promise you that. I was in the chat about goalie, lip primer, and travel bags. I got some stuff too. I'll tell y'all what I got on 3 with the T, child. Because like I said, I do support Melody, as y'all all know very well. But I haven't got like 7th Avenue before. And so, you know, everybody was saying, you know, get the OG, because, you know, that'll be a neutral, you know, tone, because I have eczema. I've been having eczema all my life. You know what I mean? So yeah. Now, I think my mom and my sister have had the Goldie Gummies before, so that'll be my first time trying those. But I'm wanting to do more self-care things for myself, because all I do is go to work, come home, and YouTube and Ox Collab and talk to who I want to talk to, and that's it. You know what I mean? So but yeah, I try to stay on my own square, you know. So, but yeah, we're just chilling out here. I'll probably take y'all up all the way to, what time do y'all want to, do y'all just want to go all the way up to 8 o'clock? Is that cool with y'all? We'll just go up to 8. Actually, you know what? I'll put a poll in the chat. Hang on 1 second, y'all. Hang on 1 second. Because now we're about an hour out from 3 with the T. With the T. Yes, indeed. My voice is sounding good. All right, here we go, y'all. So there's the poll there, and I will play the video one more time here for y'all. In case you didn't hear it, drop this morning. But here we go. Hey, what up, though? How y'all faring? My good, it's your man, your friend and family member, Brandon Lee here. Hopefully all is well with all of you. Everything on this channel is alleged, in my opinion, for entertainment purposes only. Once again, everything on this channel is alleged, in my opinion, for entertainment purposes only. Once again, everything on this channel is alleged, in my opinion, for entertainment purposes only. Okay, so, you like Goldie Gummies. Okay, first time trying. First of all, I enjoyed yesterday's TikTok live. Child, 8 hours. 8 hours and 8 hours, but Nick Cannon did his thing. It was a great energy. I look forward to seeing Melody Cherie Rogers or Melody Cherie Lee, if you roll that way, on Rolling Out. I'm thinking about rollingout.com, but on Wildin' Out. Very, very excited about that. But listen, so before I was doing my modding job in TikTok, and listen, I hope I did a good job, child, because man, I got a feeling that those TikTok lives gonna be a regular schmegular thing once a month. But listen though, so when I went live for the pre-TikTok party, we hanged out, myself, Erica Fleming, and also Aries Girl Podcast. By the way, shout out to those two for coming through. We hanged out. It was supposed to be for from 1 p.m. to 2:30, but then we just did all the way up to the time start going. I found this particular post on Instagram from its on site, and I want you guys to be able to listen to it, because I think that this is some tea that we all need to hear. So let me do what I do. Here we go.
This hurts my heart to deliver this news. I'm not trying to put us on the spot. I'm not. I just know that this is something that we do a little bit more often than the men. Brace yourself, clutch your pearls, grab a tissue for the tears. It is now illegal to go through your husband's phone. And this is for every ear that can hear me. This is not just a Texas issue. This is also a federal crime. The Federal Wiretap Act states it is unlawful to intercept any wire, oral, or electronic communication. It is also unlawful to disclose the contents of the wire, oral, or electronic communication. Y'all know what's considered electronic communication? text messages, emails, DMs. And it doesn't matter if you're in a community property state, saying that the phone is community property will not work. Even if your husband willingly gave you his password, it still would not work. The courts feel that even if he did give you the password, you went beyond the scope of what he thought you would reasonably be doing with his phone, such as taking screenshots of a text message that you would eventually use against him in court. I was in court waiting on my turn, watching another hearing before me. It was a divorce case, and the wife was on the stand talking about adultery. Her attorney then started the process of admitting text messages into evidence that showed the husband was talking to this woman, and it was very inappropriate. The text messages 100% proved husband was cheating. There was photos, there was conversations about the other night. All of a sudden, husband lawyer jumps up and says, Your Honor, I think you need to admonish the witness about her Fifth Amendment right to self-incrimination because she's about to tell on herself and admit to a crime. Then he turns ever so slightly and says, I think you might want to tell her lawyer as well because they'll both be in jail together. Judge then proceeds to tell her that how she came about getting those text messages out of her husband's phone is potentially a violation of the Texas Wiretap Act and the Federal Wiretap Act. He looks up at her lawyer and says, Counsel, the fact that you're in possession of unlawful potential wiretap material incriminates you as well. And the judge did a quick recess so everyone could go consult with criminal law attorneys. Somehow you made it to the end of this video without choking. If you are still with us, here's a bonus. Here's an honorable mention. It is also now illegal for you to have air tags on your children if you're in the middle of a custody case. Let me know in the comments which one of these 5 laws had you almost throw your phone on the floor, and I'll see you in the next one.
Now I will say this right now, I'll put this in the description box because I made that this morning. So when I said that the wife attorney told the judge, I genuinely meant to say, because here's the thing, as a content creator, well, you're in your vibe, right? But either way, for those of you gonna be like, oh, wait a minute, the momentum is stunted. Wrong. Because guess what? If we really want to be real about it, yes, the wife's counsel told the husband's counsel that you are also in possession of illegal communication. Guess what? The judge was also in possession of illegal communication that could not be used in court because it was illegal to tap the spouse. So I was still right in my content. And child, before y'all get on me about being right or wrong, I want you to type in Braylon Lee and see if you can see any other content creators dragging me. Won't find them. Let's roll on. So, listen, information is very powerful. By the way, shout out to Lauren, LAUREN_THELAWYER, Lauren_ the lawyer on TikTok. Your goalie has a whole lot of things. I'm putting this information out here because of Hotel Holiday Inn Hope. By the way, Holiday is a way better brand than Hotel Hope could ever be. But yeah, I wanted to bring that to y'all because I thought that was very important. You can't air tag your kids and track them while you're in a custody case. Mm-hmm. Also, too, that is audio, visual, and DM communications. So, if you wiretap your partner's phone, it's now illegal under federal law, and that could make you go to jail. Now, I'm not saying he got a trial or nothing coming up, and I'm not saying that this can be applied in Alabama. I'm certainly not saying that, oh, my cousin actually when it comes down, I'm certainly not saying that all the haters pay $12.99. And guess what? Even if you didn't pay $12.99, you still paid your damn time to hear what was going on. Time is currency too, you dumb ucks. Anyway, I'm gonna play it one more time.
This hurts my heart to deliver this news. I'm not trying to put us on the spot. I'm not. I just know that this is something that we do a little bit more often than the men. Brace yourself, clutch your pearls, grab a tissue for the tears. It is now illegal to go through your husband's phone. And this is for every ear that can hear me. This is not just a Texas issue. This is also a federal crime. The Federal Wiretap Act states it is unlawful to intercept any wire, oral, or electronic communication.
That's what I meant to say. Wire, oral, electronic communication. Wire, oral, electronic. Wire, oral, or electronic communication. Let's keep going.
It is also unlawful to disclose the contents of the wire, oral, or electronic communication.
Illegal to disclose the contents of the wire, oral, or electronic communication as well. Yes.
Y'all know what's considered electronic communication? Text messages.
Text messages.
Emails.
DMs.
And it doesn't matter if you're in the community property state, saying that the phone is community property will not work. Even if you're...
So, even if you say that we were husband and wife as a community property state where I have access, no.
Husband willingly gave you his password, it still would not work. The courts feel that even if he did give you the password, you went beyond the scope of what he thought you would reasonably be doing with his phone.
Now, who asked for passwords to Melody's social media accounts? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Who pulled up on her on a date of hers? Who went on Toss Away K to drag her just to be flamed the uck out? Who negotiated his children's pain so he can have control? Who said, God allowed me to have an outside child? And here's the thing, right? I'm really getting tired of people saying, well, if you think I support, domestic violence, or if you think I support cheating, if you think I support this, that, and the third, miss me with that goofy ass ish. Well, sweetie, if what people are saying ain't true about you, don't respond. But since you responded, it must be true to some damn degree. See, this is the problem. Just because you have an opinion doesn't mean people don't get to talk about your opinion. You a public figure. So if you can't handle having your own channel, if you can't handle having your own nation, if you can't handle being in existence of other people having an opinion, move the uck on. Damn, let's keep going.
Taking screenshots of a text message that you would eventually use against him in court.
Oh, taking screenshots of a text message that you would use against them in court. Let's keep going.
I was in court waiting on my turn, watching another hearing before me. It was a divorce case, and the wife was on the stand talking about adultery. Her attorney then started the process of admitting text messages into evidence that showed the husband was talking to this woman, and it was very inappropriate.
So entering text messages that proved that the husband was cheating into court. It was very inappropriate. Let's keep going.
The text messages 100% proved husband was cheating. There was photos.
100% proven that the husband was cheating. There were photos.
There was conversations about the other night. So the husband lawyer jumps up and says, Your Honor, I think you need to admonish the witness about her Fifth Amendment right to self-incrimination because she's about to tell on herself and admit to a crime.
So that's probably a tactic that Hotel will probably have his attorney use against Melody.
And he turns ever so slightly and says, I think you might want to tell her lawyer as well because they'll both be in jail together. Judge then proceeds to tell her that how she came about getting those text messages out of her husband's phone is potentially a violation of the Texas Wiretap Act and the Federal Wiretap Act.
So the judge was thinking he was smart. But wait for it.
He looks up at her lawyer and says, Counsel, the fact that you're in possession of unlawful potential wiretap material incriminates you as well.
So told the judge, no, boo-boo, honey child, you are also now in possession of that same material.
The judge did a quick recess so everyone could go consult with
Now, like I said before, I've admitted this in my live just now, but I will also add that to the description box that, listen, but y'all heard what Layla, Lauren, the lawyer, said, that the wife's counsel
told the husband's counsel that you're also in charge, that you're also in possession of legal material. But also, too, I'm not wrong in my assessment still, because the judge also has material that was illegal as well. So I know that people will say, oh my God, you almost had it, but you were wrong with that one fact. No, boo-boo, because guess what? What I do is I put my links in my description box. You can ask anybody in this sector. You can ask any of the chat. You can ask anybody. And Nikki News will tell you, because she's usually here on each one of them. Have I ever brought back a receipt that's come back null and void? While we wait for the answers in the chat, let's roll on. And I want you to put those answers against other content creators that their receipts have always came back null and void, but yet y'all let them pass, slide, and slip on shit and still exist on YouTube. Okay, let's keep going.
Law attorneys. Somehow you made it to the end of this video without choking. If you are still with us, here's a bonus. Here's an honorable mention. It is also now illegal for you to have air tags on your children if you're in the middle of a custody case.
So basically, you cannot have those Apple AirTags to track your kid's movement and use that against your ex-wife in court. And I'm assuming that goes for Android AirTags. Y'all see the responses, right? Okay.
Let me know in the comments which one of these 5 laws had you almost throw your phone on the floor, and I'll see you in the next one.
Now listen, y'all can do what y'all want to do, but like I said, I really am getting tired of the other side thinking that they can just say what they want to and not have anybody call their ass out on shit, when guess what? People have the right to disagree with you. Because here's my thing. If y'all this disagreeable in virtual reality, I can only imagine how much of a headache you are in reality. Hey, y'all, listen. If you don't believe me, I'm a post the link to this post from its on site in the description box, okay? So that you guys can go see it for yourself. And then guess what? You guys are going to do the research, and then you guys are going to come out on your channels and be like, oh, well, damn, that's actual, factual information. Well, shit, I don't want to say that Braylon is right and I'm wrong, because see, here's the thing. Admitting that you're wrong would mean that you're humble. That would mean that you're open-minded. That means that you understand that sometimes in life, we need to be still before we cause movement. But because your ego, because your stature, because your status is too much for you to lose by just admitting that you're wrong, you're just going to be a dumbass, you know, Mitch or Itch on YouTube, on social media, and all around the world. So anyway, that is what I got for y'all. By the way, shout out to Dawn Michelle. I should start with that, but yes, Dawn Michelle posted that in her stories, because listen, one thing known, 2 things for sure, this is far from over. I've told y'all many times that deal or no deal analogy. 6 cases was marrying her. 5 cases was cheating on her. 4 cases were the divorce. 3 cases were the behavior after the divorce. 2 cases is what he's been doing since the divorce. He's been doing just to get back at Melody. And now we're at 1 case at a time, where he's doing anything and everything to drag her down. And to get to the $1 million case, you gotta eliminate 1 case at a time. And once you get to that final case, the gag is it can have $1 million or a penny. So some of y'all on the other side, and some of the other people that are supporting wrong, tragedy, and bullshit that you will never support in your actual factual life, y'all looking real dumb, stupid, and you're looking like you need to be mentally handled disrespectfully. And I mean that wholeheartedly through the depths of my soul, foundation of my being and my mind. So with that being said,
I will see y'all soon. One love, much love, all love. This has been another edition of Brain Lee's Virtual Tour Pit Stop. I know it's been a long time since I've done one of these, but listen, I just thought y'all should know that information. So, thank you, Don Michelle, for posting it. And listen, everybody else, share Don Michelle's post in your story, so that way it can be trending. So, and like I said, if you are going to share Don Michelle's story, just mention the name, Braylon Lee, because she did put it in her Instagram post. One love, much love, all love. Bye, yeah, 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 bye, yeah, 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 bye, yeah, 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 bye, yeah, 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 bye, yeah, 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 bye, yeah, 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 bye, everybody. Now, for those of you who are like, if you're new, you're probably wondering, why is he saying bye like that? Because if you were here for season 6 of Love and Marriage Huntsville, to use another phrase, it's 901. You saw the thumbnail, and damn it, you know why you're here. I was the only content creator to drop videos at 901 right after the episode dropped off. For those of you who remember, I think some of the people in the chat who were here for the live after shows remember that it was 901 videos and a live after show at the same time. Two audiences rather were getting fed at the same time. And I don't think that's ever been done in reality television history before. So once again, drinking my water, minding my black-owned business, and going on tour. Just doing what I do. So with that being said, y'all, we're going to end it with the Daily Mo right now. Listen, I don't look at these before the show, but this one right here, I think this one says a lot. It says, things may come to those who wait, but only the things left by those who hustle. Oh, Abraham Lincoln. All right, now let's get into it. It's time for the Daily Mo for Saturday, October 19th, 2024. Of course, it's Sunday, but I didn't read this on the bonus live, but here we go. A little bit of headway. Slow progress is better than no progress. Take heart in whatever gains you've made and keep going. There's a big difference between going slow and stopping completely. Even if you're just making a bit of headway, that's preferable to being at a standstill or falling behind. You can't do everything, but yet you can do something. Just because you were unable to move as fast as you would like, that's no reason to give up. Go right ahead at whatever pace you can sustain. The small gains add up, and bit by bit you pull ahead. It's natural to feel overwhelmed by the immensity of the effort in front of you. Yet even then, you can choose one thing and start to work on it, and then the next, and soon you're getting great things done. Move swiftly when circumstances allow, and when things are not so ideal. Move at whatever pace you can. You'll get through it. You'll get good work accomplished, and you'll also be stronger and wiser for the experience. Ralph Wilson. Oh, well, I think that goes to this. Honestly, I really do. Now, listen, like I said, I don't look at these before the show. As y'all know, if you with us from the morning edition, I give y'all some positive news stories. Sometimes it is a positive news story. Sometimes it's a positive lesson from the news story, right? But I leave these daily motivators at the end because it's something to look forward to. That at the end of your day, when 6 o'clock gets here, you know, I always say that 6 o'clock edition is your news just upgraded with soul. That's why I often say about the 6 p.m. edition. And the morning edition at 11 a.m. is for all the late birds that like to sleep in and you still want to talk, but you still are getting yourself together. And I don't mean waking up and getting dressed and going out the door. I mean, it's 11 a.m. on an off day, or you're at work and it's 11 a.m., 9 to 10, 10, 11. It's the second hour of the day, and you just want a little bit of escape because the second hour's already gotten to you, and that's the time for that. But I will say, the first thing I will say about making a little bit of headway is you will only make a little bit of headway if you put in at least a little bit of work. Now, of course,
there were circumstances to make that video that you guys saw happen today, where it's climbing to 10,000 views, which is going to be 5,000 more than my biggest video, which was Martell, the only line that you're going to be a part of is for orange jumpsuit. I was talking with T-Talk with your girl today, and I said, isn't it interesting that in the early days of YouTube, that was my biggest video yet? That was my biggest upload, and then come right back around. I utilize public information, what I've been doing on Virtual Tour Live, and I upload, and it's rising. It took a little bit of headway with every upload, with every live, with every panel that I've been on for me to even have a chance to make that headway. So the first thing I'll say to you is the only way you'll get a little bit of headway is if you do at least a little bit of the work. That's the first thing I'll say to you about getting a little bit of headway. The second thing is go right ahead at whatever pace you can sustain. The small gains add up, and bit by bit you pull ahead. I remember something that one of my friends said to me, that you cannot run someone else's race. And I didn't understand what that meant for the longest time, but now that I've sat with myself for a little bit, I understand it. If I'm running at the pace of a content creator with 10,000 subscribers, and I'm doing merchandise and I'm doing memberships, this, that, and the third, guess what? They have ran enough to keep up that pace. Meanwhile, me, I'm because that was not my pace. That was not my pace to use. That was not my pace to invest in. That was not my pace for my movement in my race. So recognize slow and steady wins the race. Like I said on Queen Sheba's Live, just because you're not being seen by everybody doesn't mean you're not being seen. Because one thing to know and two things for sure is that even though I may not be the biggest messenger in the world, Nikki News on Narcissism, T-Talk with your girl, and Lottie and everybody, to use T-Talk's words, and really everybody in between, they know that Braylon is not going to go live or not going to upload something if he has not done his research, he has not done a soul check, and if he don't believe that is going to be a resource and not a hindrance. Okay. Second thing is your pace is your pace for a reason. That pace is a tool. It's not a weapon to hurt you. As I'm saying it to you, I'm saying it to my damn self. Okay. Because there's been plenty of times where I'm like, you know what? I know I deserve more subscribers. I know I deserve more people over here on the view count, on the live view count. But guess what? It is better to be in peace with a few than have many and be broken. Because YouTube doesn't define who you are. It only showcases what's already in you. What do I always say? Money, circumstances, opportunities, resources, and decisions don't change you. It just amplifies what's already in you. Second thing I'll say to y'all about gaining a little bit of headway. And finally here, move swiftly when circumstances are allowed. And when things are not so ideal, move at whatever pace you can. I always say each platform requires a different energy, right? So if your relationship platform is at a high level, be proud of that level. Be proud that you got somebody in your life that loves you, that care about you, that invests in you. But if your kids' platform is, damn, they only get C's and B's, they out all types of night, they this, that, and the third, have you done what you need to do? Because something that my mom said to me about me and my sister, she said, listen, I've done all I can do. I am not going to lose my life. My blood pressure is not going to go up. This, that, and the third, because y'all don't want to do what I know y'all can do. And that doesn't mean that she doesn't love me and my sister. But she also understands that she trained her children in the way that she and my dad have put into us. That way we will not depart.
And so I say all that to say that when things are not ideal, move at the pace that you can. Recognize that just because one platform is at high energy and the other one's at low energy doesn't mean that that low energy platform can't get to high energy. Life is much more mental than physical, at least from my point of view. And move swiftly when circumstances are allowed. You know, one thing I know, two things for sure. A lot of people think that supporting a celebrity is buying their concert tickets and going to their concerts. Some people believe it's flying out to every event. Some people believe it's, you know, your content being all that, this, that, and the third, right? But here's the thing, though. If the currency of celebrities being celebrities was everybody had to go to everything that they have done, we would not have a Hollywood. Okay? We would not have any television, any radio, any podcasts, any books, any new media. We want to have a world with family, friends, co-workers, associates, and everybody in between if it was just based on the currency of show up for me in person. How you are as a person is not defined by how many things you can go to. It's not defined by how many things you can buy from that person, but it's defined by the quality that you invest into that person of how you carry yourself. Just because you don't buy 7th Avenue doesn't mean you're not a Melody supporter or Millimeter. Just because you can't go on an event doesn't mean that you're not a Melody supporter or you're not a Millimeter. And believe me, you, just because all your content is not of one trick pony energy doesn't mean that you're not supportive. I truly believe that Melody will love anybody, from a guy in a Huntsville, Alabama homeless shelter who at least gets up from that homeless shelter, gets their food, gets on the bus and goes to work. She will love that person. To somebody that's got a G-Wagon, because she understands it's not so much the status that makes you who you are, but it's the soul that makes you who you are. Because you can have a G-Wagon and be an asshole, but you can also be a homeless shelter, be the kindest person in the world. You know, listen, I just give my natural, let God work his super through my natural, and I give y'all the best I have. That's all I can do. That's it. That's all to the story. Y'all, I think we're going to get to 10,000 views. I think we're going to get to 10,000 views, because right now it's at 8,324 views, 1,100 views, 2,640 subscribers. Like I said, everything comes in time. As long as you are investing into the quality of the time that you're giving, you will always have quality around you. Sometimes the biggest blessings, I've always have said this, if you saw the size of the blessings coming, you will understand the magnitude of what you're fighting. And sure, having more subscribers helps. Sure, having more likes helps. Sure, people knowing you helps. But if you as a person is shit, you ain't gonna get the views. Some of y'all worried about the quantity of how much you do, that you're not even worried about the quality that you're giving. Maybe the reason why you're not rising to where you're rising to, because you're about serving the quantity and not investing in the quality.
Well, with that being said, y'all, I think it's time for the best outro on YouTube. Don't you agree? Because it is 8:03, and we got to get some rest for 3 with the T. That is coming up here in 26 minutes and 19 seconds. Let me show y'all where we're going to be here in just a little bit. And I hope y'all really enjoyed this watch party. I hope you laughed from it. I hope you smiled from it. But most of all, I hope it showed you that YouTube and social media and everywhere else is not bad. Unless you go to those places that create that energy. Because some of y'all go to misery because you're miserable. You know the word impossible? Separate. I'm possible. Sometimes it's that simple of a shift. But it looks that simple because it looks that way. But it's heavy because of the work. Okay. So with that being said, y'all, I will see y'all over here in 25 minutes and 20 seconds here. With that being said, it's time for the best outro on YouTube. Know what you do and do what you know. Never say you weren't born special, because you are always born a blessing. Trust you may not be where you want to be, but by the end of it, you'll be where you need to be. Do what you were chosen to do. Why is one thing to call yourself, is another thing to be chosen. One love, much love, all love. I have spent time with you. You have spent time with me. And hopefully, by spending time together, we're rising to be great together. Always remember, we're doing radio, television, YouTube, living your best life, or you're just recognizing that when those rims stop spinning and all those gold digging things disappear, what will still be here that will make you better? Make sure the replay is not just where if you watch it, not just where if you listen to it, but if you want to experience it again. I love you. I value. I embrace you all. Always remember, when receive love, you gotta give it. When receive love, you gotta give it. When receive love, you gotta give it. Wherever obstacles you have overcome, wherever success you have achieved upon this particular day, I am extremely proud of you. But no one's as proud of you. Be proud of your damn self. Finally, y'all, listen. Just because, I'll put it like this, anybody can put out art, but that doesn't mean anybody can put out art, but it takes a somebody to put meaning into the art. Y'all remember a banana was taped to a wall. Y'all don't believe me? One moment. Now, here's the gag. You ready? That wall can be anything you make it. Some of y'all are just putting anything on the wall just to be seen, while the rest of y'all are putting something on the wall that has meaning, that will last longer. Art doesn't last long because it was created. Art lasts because of the meaning that it was given when it was created. One love, much love, all love, everybody. Always remember, when receive love, you gotta give it. When receive love, you gotta give it. When receive love, you gotta give it. Whatever obstacles you overcome, whatever successes you have achieved upon this particular day, I'm extremely proud of you. But no one else is proud of you. Be proud of your damn self. And finally, everybody, from the bottom of my heart, the depths of my soul, the foundation of my being, recognize that diversity does not mean that you are negating anybody, anything, or whatever people think. Diversity is just recognizing that your gift will make room for you. And with that being said, I'm going to drop this video on y'all real quick, because I do believe that this is a very important video. For those of you who know it, you know it. But if you don't, I think that this live, this channel, and how we move is showcased in this video. Let me show y'all this real quick, and then we'll head on out. Here we go.
Somebody give me a tissue, please. I'm with you. Cheryl Jackson just tweeted, I'm doing the ugly cry up in here. I want to. Don't make me ugly cry, Bishop. Don't make me ugly cry up in here. Cheryl, you all the way gone. I see you. Ugly crying up in here. But what just hit me is, because I've had to learn to do this with my mother. That's why it hit me. You've got to meet people where they are and love them at the level that they can receive it.
Right.
Yeah.
And
that's hard, because you want to love them. You just want to love them. And I think one of the reasons, if I may say, that we all get so caught up in the way we want to love is because we have these ideals versus realities.
Absolutely.
These ideals versus reality, you have in your own mind what a mother should be and what you wanted your mother to be. And in many cases, your mothers and your fathers can't be what your ideal is. Isn't that correct?
Yes, because they were broken when you got them. See, it's not like you broke me. I was broken when I came here.
Yep.
So even though you need me to have both legs healthy, the reality is I'm crippled. And I need to know that you can love me with a broken knee, with a broken leg. Even if I come short, can you love me on my level? There are people amongst us like you and like me and many people in this room who are voluminous. We are 10-gallon people. But we may have been born into families of people who have pint capacities.
Well, pint-sized content.
When you are a 10-gallon person and you want love, you want it on a 10-gallon level. But if you fool around and hook up with a pint person, they could be giving you all that they have, sincerely giving you everything, but it doesn't fill you up because you're bigger than that.
You're a 10-gallon person going after pint-sized content. Where they do that at?
Because you operate on such a higher level that you say, is that it? Is that all you're gonna give me? I feel you. I feel you. But you must realize some people, that's all they got. That's really all they got.
All right.
That was Life Class, a show before Love and Marriage Huntsville. And I've showed the Oprah's Guide to On, where there were shows before Love and Marriage Huntsville. But the point is this: you are a 10-gallon person, but you're going after pint-sized content. If you want the blessings that you're seeking to meet you where your energy is, a 10-gallon person has to go after 10-gallon level content. And maybe that's just the one thing that you're missing to get to everything that God had for you and still has for you. That one thing can happen. Now you got to put in the work. It's going to take time. Here's the thing. As long as you up, still got a shot. Your pint-sized capacity or your 10-gallon level only ends when you're no longer here to make any level happen. One love, much love, all love. Commercial break and fireworks coming your way for the day that was, for the day that's coming, for the blessings that are on the way for you, me, all of us as a society, as a people, as a culture. I feel the love, and I send it right back to you. For those of you who are going to bed after this live, good night. But for the rest of you, like Erica Fleming is saying, right here. Oh, wait, right there. We'll see you at 3 with the T. Love y'all. Bye.
Yeah, we hustle all day. Yeah, we're working, let me play. You know me, work real hard, now we're ready, let's play. Ay, hustle up, yeah. Ready, set, let's go, yeah. Hustle up, yeah. Ready, set, let's go. Turn it up, turn it up a little louder. Now get low, come on, drop it to the floor. Yeah, drop it to the floor. Turn it up a little louder. Now get low, come on, drop it to the floor. Yeah, drop it to the floor.
For Ramirez? Wingstop's triple meal deal. 6 classics, 6 boneless, and 2 tenders with 2 dips and a large fry for just $17.99. Get yours delivered today at Wingstop, where flavor gets its wings.
Welcome to the Paris Olympics. Look at my hot girl. Bonjour. And that is the Olympics hot girl style.
So it's a winged, fire-breathing, talking horse.
No.
Okay.
That is the Olympics.
Olympics?
Olympics.
What are they not getting about this?
Right?
When we start a project, we always start with story. That story is key. So we began with the story of the Waturi people. The myth of the Waturi people is that long ago, they set out on their outrigger canoes looking for a new home. There was a legend that said they could only find this new home with the help of this mini golden-finned fish called kanuku. And they searched across Pacifica and Polynesia, and they visited all these islands. They went to Bali and Tahiti and went as far as Rapa Nui, Easter Island. Along the way, they made friends, collected sort of the culture, and they sailed on and on and on, and they almost to the edge of the world. There, to their amazement, was Kanuku. And she turned to the people and said, "You are ready." Turned and swam away. They followed, and within a day, they caught sight of this smoking mountain on the horizon, which was Volcano Bay. And it was pristine, beautiful, lush, everything that they would want in a home. And that's the backstory that informs everything we do in our design. The idea here is to create the best experience. We know what our guests want. They want the thrill and excitement of our theme parks, but they also want a place where they can relax and chill out and feel pampered. Nobody wants to stand in line. And so we said, let's get rid of them. Nobody wants to carry rafts up a ride tower all the way to the top. So we said, let's do that for you. Exhilaration and excitement and relaxation. That's what you're gonna get at Volcano Bay.
Power 923 Jams and the Arkansas Minority Health Commission encourages you to take the COVID-19 vaccine to help keep you and your loved ones safe. Involved in our community, the People Station, Power 923 Jams. KIPR Pine Bluff, Little Rock, KFOG, Little Rock, a Cumulus Media Station. And now, back to the jams. Hip-hop. Drake.
Girls want girls where I'm from. Yeah, well, girls want girls where
R&B. J. Howell.
Just 'cause I love you and you love me.
And now, bumping back-to-back continuous music with another fresh new jam. Heard here first on the People Station, Power 923 Jams. Power 923 Jams and the...
To the scene, it's 3 with the team, we ain't keeping it clean. Sipping hot, pinky out, you know what I mean? Sassy P dropping bombs, get ready to scream. Little Paulette, she in between, like the middle sister or the referee. Last but not least, we got Braylon Lee, he in the mix, taking us on a virtual spree. Love, laugh, talk, it's a whole new reality. Get ready for the vibes, cause this party's a masterpiece. That's right, it's 3 with the team. 3 with the team. And if you wanna be no, if you wanna be no. And if you wanna be like a middle sister, and if you wanna be no. Hey, it's party time. Welcome to the scene. It's 3 with the tea, and we ain't keeping it clean. Sipping hot, pinky out. You know what I mean? Sassy T dropping bombs, get ready to scream. Little Paulette, she in between, like the middle sister or the referee. Last but not least, we got Braylon Lee. He in the mix, taking us on a virtual spree. Love, laugh, talk, it's a whole new reality. Get ready for the vibes, cause this party's a masterpiece. That's right, it's 3 with the T.
How's the gas?
I feel great. I love you, and I love you. And to show my love, guess what? On Tuesday, November 16th, I'm gonna give everybody everywhere free tacos.
You sure you want to do that?
Absolutely. You have good hair.
Get 2 of Jack's delicious classic tacos absolutely free when you come into Jack in the Box Tuesday, November 16th.
Ooh, that's a big tooth.
Get 2 free tacos Tuesday, November 16th at Jack in the Box.
Welcome to Copeland's.
Copeland's is not just some fancy place for your big night out. In fact, there's no occasion too big. Or if you like, too small. Copeland's. There's always something good.
Sweet morning dew, one look at you, and it was plain to see you were my best I knew. God, you I found. I come from nothing. I find it's your turn.
Welcome to the celebration.
We all we got.
I'll see that. Don't you leave here today with happiness. I want you to leave here with joy.
Things have been a little quiet around here. We've missed the fun. We've missed the excitement. We've missed the entertainment. We've missed the nightlife. But most of all, we've missed you. We're getting ready. Caesar's Rewards. We can't wait to welcome you back.
I finally did it. Popeye's new chicken sandwich. I've been trying to make the perfect chicken sandwich forever.
How does that make you feel?
You know me. It had to be just right. Finding a bun as good as my chicken was not easy. I mean, I did it, obviously.
I think we've made a lot of progress here. I feel great. Good talk. I'm proud of you.
My new chicken sandwich is buttermilk battered and served on toasted brioche. Try it in spicy or classic.
Love that chicken from Popeyes.
This is for all you multi-talented, multitasking, multi-everything people out there. Take it away.
Find your glory, write your story, fearless feet will carry you. Time you own it, take your moment, be a fire burning through. Hustling from night until morning, grinding it out, it won't be long. Feel your power, it's your hour, you inspire, you are strong.
Enjoy your Zola. No applause? You're all fired.
Now that you've reached the stage in your life where quality television is important, Nubian TV is a black network that speaks to your lifestyle. Nubian TV is the world's first digital network devoted to the upscale and political lifestyles of black people. Nubian TV's programming includes politics, travel, fashion, food, automotive, arts and culture, civil rights, music, and more. Watch now on Amazon Fire TV, Roku, or watch globally at nubiantv.net. Nubian TV, it's what you want to watch.
I got a question for you. What does this city know about luxury? Huh? What does a town that's been to hell and back know about the finer things in life? Well, I'll tell you, more than most. You see, it's the hottest fires that make the hardest steel. Add hard work and conviction, and the know-how that runs generations deep in every last one of us. That's who we are. That's our story. Now, it's probably not the one you've been reading in papers. The one being written by folks who've never even been here and don't know what we're capable of. Because when it comes to luxury, it's as much about where it's from as who it's for. Now, we're from America, but this isn't New York City, or the Windy City, or Sin City, and we're certainly no one's Emerald City.
This is the Motor City, and this is what we do.
Come with me if you want to live a more delicious life.
Oh, maybe we should get in the van.
In this world, we don't get to control much. The past, male pattern baldness.
Leggies.
Got one right now. The urge to pop that bubble wrap. But there is one thing. We do get to choose every single day. What we eat. Welcome to the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousment. We have everything you want, didn't know you wanted, and some things you didn't know were possible. Because we believe if you're not having fun, you're not living free. So come on, let's live a little.
Hey, good morning, America. Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Money! Are you ready? They are ready.
Covering the biggest events in the country right now.
There's a lot going on here.
It's always a good time.
That's what the show's about.
That's good. Really good. Very good.
Coming in hot, Jimmy, coming in hot.
It's far from elementary.
Good morning, America. I'm not going to try to strut like Michael or anything.
I have known George a long, long time.
Have you ever gotten him to dance?
Look at that face.
You don't just see it, you feel it.
I'm in.
I'm in.
I'm in too.
I'll be there.
I am here and so happy.
I'm in.
I'm in too.
I'm in.
That tells you something when Snoop Dogg's in. Michael, George, Lara,
Ginger.
Open your eyes.
Think of the one place you've always wanted to see.
This is where our magic comes from.
They say if you dream a thing more than once,
Please, please, please.
it's sure to come true.
Everything you see exists together in the great circle of life.
There are stories about what happened.
It's true. All of it.
In every job that must be done, there is an element of fun.
I told you she was tricky.
Life is full of possibilities. What do you want to be remembered for?
The world is in our hands, and we gotta do something with it.
I just want to say a word of thanks to all the artists, the workers, and all of you. The young and the young in heart. You helped make this dream come true.
I thought I should tell you they've been talking about you.
Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought I should tell you they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything.
Caesar. Just look at him. Politician. General. Author. Ruler. Man. Legend has it, he's not only stared into the belly of the beast, he's had it for dinner. Here he's free to relax, or party, or relax, or party, or relax, and party. His is a world of opulence, excess, and the occasional impulse buy. Not one to rest on his laurels, he's famous for ushering in a new age of entertainment. So, for anyone seeking a place where the sun never sets on a good time, all this awaits.
I am Caesar, and I approve this palace.